No problems today for the Vandy offense.
Back outside Tanner with 4 with 3. 3 ball. Oh, what a shot. What a shot. That was huge. He's hit twice at the end of the shot clock in this half. No bigger shot than that one. A 3 ball by Tyler Tanner to stop a 6-0 run for Auburn. 64-53 Vanderbilt.
That's Kevin Ingram from Learfield on the call. 19th ranked Vandy wins over Auburn 84-76 to improve to 20-4. The shake off a loss to Oklahoma their last time out on the hardwood. 22nd ranked BYU topples Baylor today 99-94. AJ Devonta goes for 36 points and 7 assists in the win. BYU 18-6 on the season, snaps a 4-game losing skid with the win today in Waco. And Wisconsin does it again. They win 92-90 over 8th ranked Illinois. It's the second time this year that the Badgers have beaten a top 10 team on the road. They knocked off Michigan for the Wolverines' lone loss of the season, and Wisconsin does it again. They're 9-4 in the Big Ten and 17-7 overall. As for games in progress at the moment, 3rd-ranked Houston is up 57-41 over Utah with 5 minutes to play in that contest in Salt Lake City. 4th-ranked Duke leads by 11 over Pittsburgh, 61-50, 4 minutes to play in that contest in Pittsburgh. 5th-ranked Iowa State trailing right now on the road to TCU, 43-41, a close ball game for TJ Otzelberger's Cyclone program, which is 21-2 on the season, and 21st-ranked Arkansas. No problems today in Baton Rouge against LSU.
He'll dribble it into the front court. Around Richmond, gets to the rim, lost the handle, though. Loose ball picked up by Acuff. Hogs with numbers ahead to Thomas and a one-hand jam. The assist from Acuff, and it's 50-33.
Chuck Barrett from Learfield on the call. 21st-ranked Arkansas steamrolling LSU 83-49 on the road. 4.5 minutes to play in Baton Rouge. Darius Acuff, 28 points for the Hogs. They'll be 18-6 when that one comes to a conclusion. It's Gonzaga and Washington State. Zags looking to knock off the Cougs and improve to 24-2 on the season. We'll step aside. Our pregame coverage rolls on in just a moment. This is Gonzaga basketball from Learfield.
Think switching to T-Mobile's.
To tip off this NBA season on FanDuel, you can choose your own rewards, which means you can play your game any way you want.
I get to choose my rewards?
Yep.
Great. Now, excuse me while I lock in.
All customers choose your own reward right now in the FanDuel app. 21 plus and present in select states. 18 plus in Kentucky. Opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions apply, including bonus and token expiration, leg requirement, and max wager amount. See full terms at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Get everything you need, from paint to flooring to appliances, with 0% APR financing available for up to 84 months on purchases of $2,000 or more. Valid January 1st through March 29th, 2026 at select stores only. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. Minimum purchase of $2,000 is required. Availability of terms may vary based on purchase price, product, and state of residence. Subject to approval of credit application. Rates range from 0% to 9.99% APR, resulting in, for example, 120 monthly payments of $13.21 and 9.99% APR per $1,000 borrowed. APRs will vary depending on credit qualifications, loan amounts, and term. Loan proceeds are accessed via mobile wallet. This is not a credit card. Credit loans are made by Comenity Capital Bank, the Bread Financial Company. For additional rates, fees, and information, call 1-800-HOME Depot.
Ready to relax in your dream bath retreat without the stress of figuring out every detail yourself? At the Home Depot, your bath upgrade is covered. Shop fully designed rooms and curated bath collections to go from inspiration to transformation fast. Savings of up to 40% will make it easier on your budget. And find everything you need, from tubs to toilets and all the tile in between, to bring your vision to life. The Home Depot. Dream baths built here.
All right, class, tell me about your weekend. Leo?
Well, my sister wanted to go camping, so my parents took us in our new Nissan Pathfinder through a mountain trail.
Thank you, Leo.
No, it's not over yet. My brother wanted to explore some caves, so we drove up a bunch of steep hills. And then we
With its V6 engine and 9-speed automatic transmission, the Nissan Pathfinder can power your adventure. That's why J.D. Power ranks Nissan #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands. The new V6-powered Nissan Pathfinder. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Central Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Presenting a Gain Flings love story. Dear love of my life, we were on the 12B bus when I caught a whiff. A scent so fresh, so life-changing, I had to find its source. I didn't know if you were the woman in the pink freshly washed cardigan or the retired mailman next to me, but I knew one of you was my soulmate. Ah, the scent of Gain Flings. Try Gain Flings, available at your local H-E-B today.
TaxAct understands you haven't memorized the tax code. That's why TaxAct has live experts to help. TaxAct can even do it for you if you prefer. It's the easiest way to know you're doing it right. Well, other than going back to college and obtaining a bachelor's degree in accounting with a minor in finance, then interning somewhere and becoming fluent in all tax forms. But that might be hard to accomplish before tax day. So maybe just stick with TaxAct. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like an estate planner.
Per the contents of the will, all assets go to, what does that say? Ragutataya Yaminayat. Oh, I don't know. I was in a weird place when I wrote this.
This is a job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Booking.com has stays for absolutely anyone. Imagine you're a bride with commitment issues. You book a nice, safe, reliable hotel, but there's free cancellation just in case. If a nervous bride can find their perfect stay, anyone can. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
It's tax season, and at LifeLock, we know you're tired of numbers. But here's a big one you need to hear. Billions. That's the amount of money in refunds the IRS has flagged for possible identity fraud. Now here's another big number. 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed. One last big number. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit LifeLock.com for the threats you can't control. Terms apply.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
And voila, she's back online.
Wow, you make fixing a printer look so easy.
Oh yeah, Geico tackles the entire home insurance policy setup, taking on the hard work for you. It's all super straightforward. So I figured I'd come over and tackle your printer setup for you too, which was, well, less than straightforward.
Why does it keep printing headshots of you?
Oh, those are just tests.
Your jawline looks so sharp in these.
Yeah, well, it's my good side.
It feels good to keep it straightforward. It feels good to Geico.
Okay, get this. Now at Wendy's, you get to go biggie with new Biggie deals. That means going biggie with the $4 Biggie Bites, biggier with the $6 Biggie Bag, or biggiest with an $8 Biggie Bundle. So now you can choose and customize your Biggie deal. As you should. Sorry, I get fired up when I'm talking deals. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Cancer brings questions you never want to ask, like, did I ignore symptoms too long? Or what does the future hold? Fortunately, a screening can help you avoid those questions. At UChicago Medicine Advent Health in the western suburbs, we offer advanced cancer screening close to home, because the earlier you know, the better chance you have of never asking yourself the one really hard question, did I catch it in time? Schedule a screening and never wonder. To learn more, go to chicagolandcancercare.com.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Went 3 of 6 from behind the three-point line. Meanwhile, Simon Hildebrandt at 16 points. He went 4 of 6 from behind the three-point line. It was his first double-figure game of the season coming off the bench. Ace Glass had 16 points. Jerome Morton also scored 16 for Washington State, but in a losing effort. And now we get ready for this second matchup. And what we talked about a little bit earlier, a little bit, that Portland game, maybe kind of a trap game after all the emotion that went into St. Mary's, and then you had a week off. And this one's got the same feeling in reverse. Yeah. And then everybody's talking about Saturday night going down to play Santa Clara at the Levy Center, but you have to take care of business first.
Got to take care of business. We talked about it all pregame. This is a much improved team offensively than we saw the first time we played them down in Portland. They're playing better. They have nothing to lose. It's an interstate rivalry. we need to be ready to go. Like, this is a good basketball team.
And Mo, it's one of those things, too. We've talked about it. It's one of the things, and I know when Gonzaga leaves the West Coast Conference after this season, the WCC is going to go back to that traditional postseason tournament where you're going to have 8 teams. Everybody plays on opening night. They'll have because they're going to have 10 teams in the league. So they'll play the 2 pigtail games. And then once you have 8 teams, it'll be quarterfinals, semifinals, championship game. Right now, that's not the case. It's still a situation where it's flighted, right? And so when you look at what's going on in the West Coast Conference right now, St. Mary's is in 3rd place at 10-2. Pacific is 7-6 in 4th place alone. Then you've got San Francisco, Oregon State, Washington State all 6-7. Portland is 5-8. There is a lot of jockeying for position, so nothing to lose from the standpoint of shock the world, but also still something to play for here on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, we've talked about it in years past. If you're on the side of Gonzaga in that semifinal, or even probably not the quarterfinal, but in that semifinal, obviously the road's tougher. So there's a lot of jockeying, like you said, playing for a position with some of these teams that are probably not going to win the league, but they still have something to play for. Don't have to play that first game. They can get out of that situation where they're not playing 4 and 4 or 4 and 5. Right?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right?
Exactly.
Maybe you get to Saturday or maybe you get to Sunday, right?
100%. So, there's a lot to play for. And, we talk about it, what are these schools? How far is Pullman? An hour and a half?
Yep.
How many Wazoo fans do you know compared to Gonzaga fans, right?
Right.
More people go to Washington State than do Gonzaga.
Yes.
So this means something. When they join the WCC, now it's going to be the Pac-12 for next year. It means something to a lot of people. So this game at home, I know when we give out tickets, don't wear Washington State colors. Okay, so that means something to both of us.
Yes,
if we give them out to somebody are you wearing Washington State colors? Okay, I'll give you tickets, right? So it means something. This is an interstate rivalry, like we talked about, a team playing much better.
Gonzaga, the 12th ranked team in the country, according to the writers, number 11 in the coaches poll this week, getting ready to play host to the Washington State Cougars. We're going to take a quick timeout when we come back. It's almost time for basketball. Our starting lineups, Mo's keys to the game, and our opening tip are all coming up right after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Look, I'm not going to tell you you have to have a Camel's Rewards card when you come to Northern Quest. You don't. You don't have to earn points on every dollar you spend here or enjoy prize entries, dining discounts, pre-sale concert tickets, and so on. Heck, you don't even have to receive free cash money for doing what you already do here. After all, free country, right? Camel's Rewards for all the ways you play.
Support Gonzaga basketball through NIL. Zags Collective is the leading NIL collective supporting Zags student athletes through name, image, and likeness. Zags Collective creates opportunities for student athletes to engage with the community and grow their brand. Plus, you get access to autograph sessions, exclusive events, and more. Become a member today. Go to zagsnilcollective.com and get started.
Arby's has an enormous crispy fish sandwich that you can pair with another enormous crispy fish sandwich for $7. If you were looking to eat more fish this month, the search is over. Seriously, stop. No other restaurants are serving fish sandwiches. It's just us. No one else. If they are, they're not bigger. Don't quote us on that. Probably true, though. Arby's, we have the meats.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
When it's a big game, you bring out the big guns. Charlie Butts and his saxophone, the rendition of our national anthem. He does a fantastic job each and every time, and tonight, no exception, to get us ready for the 12th ranked Zags and visiting Washington State. Again, The Bulldogs come in here with 23 wins against just 2 losses. They're 11-1 in West Coast Conference play. Washington State, meanwhile, with 11 wins on the season against 15 losses. And they are 6-7 in the WCC standings. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's West Coast Conference game. Of course, these two teams will be in the Pac-12 next year together. Final meeting in the regular season between Gonzaga and Washington State after the Cougs' brief stint here in the WCC. So we take a look at the starting lineups. Jerome Morton, the 6'4", 180-pounder out of Lexington, Kentucky, will start in the backcourt. The transfer out of Morehead State, where he played for 2 years, to be joined in the backcourt by the outstanding freshman Ace Glass, 6'3", 185-pounder. Their leading scorer, averaging 16.5 points per game, season high of 40 in the Maui Invitational. He's scored 20 or more in 8 contests this season. Emily Yalaho, the 6'8", 235-pounder, is going to start on the wing. The young man from Finland, averaging about 11 points per game. He's 9 out of 16 shooting threes in his last 6 games. Gerhard Favors will also be starting for Washington State. He sat out with a concussion in the first meeting down in Pullman. 6'7", 195-pounder, averaging 8 points per game. But he's been in double figures in 6 straight. He's 20 out of 40 from 3, averaging 16.5 points per game over that stretch. Andy Okafor, the 6'10", 250-pounder out of Ireland, will start in the middle. He's averaging 11 points and 5.7 rebounds per contest. He leads the West Coast Conference in blocked shots with 40 on the season. He's blocked 9 in the Cougars' last 3 games. Meanwhile, for the Bulldogs, Braden Smith gets the start at the point. The 6', 170-pounder out of Seattle, averaging just under 6 points and better than 4 assists per game. Will start alongside Emmanuel Inocente, the 6'5", 198-pounder, averaging just under 5 points per contest. Also starting in that 3-guard lineup will be Adam Miller, 6'3", 200-pounder out of Peoria, Illinois. Ace averaging 7 points per game. On the front line for the Bulldogs, it'll be Jalen Worley continuing to gut through the thigh injury. He had an impact against Oregon State. We'll look to make another one here today. 6'7", 205-pounder. Playing very well in the absence of Braden Huff. Double figures in 4 of his last 6 of his last 10. He's averaging 11.5 points over that stretch. In the middle, it is Graham Ike, the 6'9", 250-pounder, coming off a career-best 35-point performance against Oregon State, leading the West Coast Conference and scoring 19.7 points a game, leading the Zags with 8.5 rebounds per contest. Graham is averaging 29.2 points, 8.5 rebounds in his last 5 games. Yalaho, Morton, Favors, Glass, and Okafor for Washington State. Smith, Inocente, Worley, Ike, and Miller for the Zags. Mo, keys to the game for the Bulldogs to pick up the win and set up that showdown down in Santa Clara on Saturday.
Well, per usual, pace of play. I imagine if you're David Riley, you looked at the first game like, hey, we got out, ran too much with them. They got out from a Gonzaga standpoint, got out, ran into, took the game away from us. So probably pace of play is going to be important. Second, contain Ace Glass. We saw Foxwell for Portland, another terrific freshman, on average about 16.5. Ace Glass, terrific as well. You mentioned the 40 points. Got to contain him on the perimeter. I'll be curious to see the ball screen coverage early. Third, we talked about it at length in the pregame, 3-point defense. If this team can make shots, they made shots in the first game, hung in there in the first half, then we pulled away. If they can make shots from a WC standpoint, they can stay in it. If we can guard the perimeter, they can take tough contested twos. We have a better team.
The Zags are going to wear their traditional home white uniforms with the red and blue trim. Gonzaga across their chests, their names in blue on the backs of the uniforms. The Cougs going with the gray uniforms with a crimson and white trim. WSU in block letters largely across their chests. Their names in white on the backs of the uniforms. Gonzaga is going to move right to left in the first 20 minutes here tonight at the McCarthy Athletic Center. Our officials, Marcus Pettigrew, Chance Moore, and Dildre Carr. Jalen Worley limited with fouls and a little bit of a thigh issue. Still scored 8 points. And the win at Oregon State's going to give it a go here again tonight. Zags control the opening tip. It's Worley who bats it into the backcourt to Smith, and we are underway. Brayton across half court with a dribble. Hasn't scored more than 9 points in his last 11 contests. Gives it up DK 3-point line now to Worley. Out top Inocente. He feeds Ike. Triple team comes. Graham is hammered. A whistle and a foul. Let's see who they get. It is going to be Morton who picks up the personal. That was a legitimate triple team.
It was a legitimate. Graham caught it about 8 feet, and then 3 guys just obviously swarmed to him. So again, I talk about it all the time. It's double team coverage.
Ike at the 3-point line, defended by Okafor. Picks up his dribble, finds Miller cutting. Ace lays it up and in.
Yeah, cut from the weak side. The double team came like we just talked about. Adam Miller cuts from the weak side. Good find for Graham Ike.
Morton dribbles on the left side in front of the Kennel Club where he's defended by Smith. One-handed pass out top the glass, poked away by Worley. Glass gets it back, glances up. Now gives it back to Morton. Morton the transfer from Moorhead State. Short pass Okafor, looks down low. Yalaho had it stripped away by Miller. Zags on the run. Smith into the front court. 3-on-3. Bounce for Worley. Jalen lays it up. It's blocked from behind. Yalaho, nice job closing in late to block the layup attempt. Into the front court, it's Ace Glass, the freshman out of Southern California. The Cougs leading score 16.5 a game. Gives it up to Yalaho, who's played well here of late. Couple of dribbles, hands it off to Glass. Glass dribbles to the right wing where he's picked up on the defensive switch by Ike. Retreats with the dribble. Will fire a 3 over Ike. Back iron, no good. Inocente, weak side rebound. Long pass up the left sideline for Smith. Smith looking over the top. Ike catches, scores. Graham gives the Bulldogs a 4-0 lead.
So Graham switched out on Glass in the long rebounds. There was an automatic switch with Glass guarding Graham on the opposite side. Great play by Braden Smith recognizing early.
Cougs moving around the perimeter. Okafor, the big man, hands it off for Favors. Sets a screen for Favors, who tries to get it back to Okafor, but he can't. Instead goes to Morton in front of the Kennel Club. Far side of the floor. Can't shake free of Miller. Picks it up. Gives it up to Favors, who fires a contested 3 and hits.
Tough shot.
4-3. That'll silence the crowd here 2 minutes in. Quickly the other way, and Achente going in, trying to throw down the dunk. It was blocked, but Ike is there for the putback. Zags lead is 6-3. 17:51 to play first half. Morton gives it up to Favors. Right side in front of the GU bench, it's Glass. Now Okafor. Big man in the corner, couple dribbles with the left. Picks it up, pass out for Glass. Top of the key where he's defended by Inocente. Dribbles to his left, switch defensively. Worley picks him up now. Out to Morton between the circles. 8 seconds to shoot. Morton refuses the screen, can't get around Inocente. Now dribbles back to his left. 3 seconds to shoot. He'll step back, fake the 3, throws it up. It is a terrible call.
Terrible.
Boy, Graham got out of the way. The shot was way off the mark. And Graham is complaining to the official. That's not one that Graham wants to take nor needs to take. That's another one of those that we talked about, Mo. No intention of making the shot. He threw that thing off the backboard. He would have injured somebody in the 10th row if the glass wasn't there.
I think they're going to review it to see if it's a 2 or a 3, but that's not a good call.
Yeah, we'll see if we get a look at a replay here, but obviously, for the Bulldogs, critical that Graham Ike stays on the floor, and it was a 3-point shot. We'll get a look at the replay here, Mo. I mean, definitely got Graham in the air. Graham got out of the way, and, you know, the problem is when you look at it, Mo, the official who called it in front of the Kennel Club, it's just the wrong angle.
What
Graham fell in front of us.
I'm curious what David Riley's asking about. He's complaining about a call. You're getting 3 free throws.
I think they were talking about the shot clock violation that potentially would have happened. I don't know. I'm with you. I don't know
the
what
ref
he
literally pointed and said 3 with the hand signal on it. What else do you want?
Morton, an 82% free throw shooter, makes the first.
You got 3 free throws. You got to foul on the best player.
Yep.
We slapping the official's backside and say, "Nice call."
Yeah.
Like, then I'm moving.
Thanks for bailing my guy out instead of giving us a shot clock violation.
Cool. We got what we wanted.
It's one of the staffs that talks a lot.
That talks a lot. David Riley's a good coach. He was terrific at Eastern. He's from Whitworth. Maybe I'm lost on what was going on. I don't know what he was talking to the official. The official literally looked at him like, put his hands up like he pointed to the free throw line. I'm giving you guys 3 free throws.
We're tied at 6. All 6 points coming from behind the 3-point line. Miller on the drive. Little runner is good. Ace with a couple early buckets. Zags go back on top by 2.
Good sign for him. Obviously hasn't shot it well from the perimeter. He's got 2 mid-range jump shots to start the game.
Morton dribbling to the right side. Slowed down by Smith. Now brings it back out top. They work it left side. Favors had it briefly. He gives it up. Here's a bounce pass from Yalaho that is stolen by Inocente. It was off the mark. Manuel bounces down low. Smith gets a defender in the air. A late whistle and a foul. And that's Favors who picks up the personal.
I think that was kind of a phantom one, so that's the makeup for Graham's first one, right? You know, Favors kind of jumped out of the way, but nonetheless, good job by Inocente to find Smith underneath. See if Braden Smith can get it on the scores book early and make these couple free throws.
First one from Braden is all net. He's 82% on the season. Second for the Bulldogs point guard is also all net. Bulldogs lead at 10-6. He's going to show some full court pressure here. Morton looks to inbound. Long pass up the floor to Okafor on the left sideline. He'll dribble into the front court, try to get around Ike. Into the paint, he travels with the basketball. Good job by Graham.
Yep. Not fouling in that situation. So 50 was the call. That's their full court man-to-man. Kind of a soft press, but just making them make extra passes. So they went secondary to Okafor, and then Graham on the drive did a good job of pulling the chair, not fouling, causing the travel.
Zags get it into the front court. Smith with it. One-handed pass right sideline into Chente. Manny gets a screen from Ike out to Smith. Smith gets a screen from Worley. Bounces back to Jalen on the pick and roll. Can't get one up. Lobs it out. Morton got a fingertip on it, but still gets through to Smith. Smith with 8 seconds to shoot, gets an Ike screen, dribbles to the right elbow, little runner up and in. Braden Smith with 4 straight points. Zags doubling up the Cougs. It's 12-6. Glass dribbling on the right side. Pass out top. Now they work the left side to Favors. Smith all over him. Picks up his dribble. Bounces to Yalaho. Yalaho for Glass. Dribbling out top with it. 12 seconds to shoot. Gets a screen from Okafor. Dribbles to his left. Another defensive switch. Ike has Glass. Drives into the paint. Flips it off the glass. Halfway down, pops out. Okafor can't control it as Worley fought him for the rebound, and Okafor loses it out of bounds. A lot of activity in the first 4 minutes and 13 seconds. Gonzaga leads it by a score of 12-6 over visiting Washington State. We're going to take a break. We're back after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Marsh McLennan Agency is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Sports. When it comes to insurance, how hard does your team really work for you? At Marsh McLennan Agency, we do the shopping for the right insurance carrier, ensuring you get the right coverage tailored to your needs. Our local experts are dedicated to providing personalized service backed by the resources of Marsh, the global leader in insurance. Visit MMANorthwest.com and get started on finding a better insurance coverage for you. Go Zags!
Arby's has an enormous crispy fish sandwich that you can pair with another enormous crispy fish sandwich for $7. If you were looking to eat more fish this month, the search is over. Seriously, stop. No other restaurants are serving fish sandwiches. It's just us, no one else. If they are, they're not bigger. Don't quote us on that. Probably true, though. Arby's, we have the meat.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
Living a healthy, happy life is built on a foundation of good habits, wholesome foods, plenty of sleep, regular exercise, and for women, a breast cancer risk assessment by age 25, and annual screening mammograms beginning at 40. Our convenient Spokane area locations make scheduling your mammogram easy. Schedule your exam today. Call 509-455-4455 or visit www.inlandimaging.com/appointments.
Nothing is crazier than the kennel.
Oh my goodness! The one-handed dunk, we're tied at 63! What a play by the Bulldogs!
Let's go back courtside. Here's the voice of Gonzaga basketball, Tom Hudson.
Tom Hudson, Adam Morrison with you. Here's the McCarthy Athletic Center, where Tuesday night basketball in West Coast Conference play is the Bulldogs have an early 12-6 lead. Gonzaga on top of Washington State. And Mo, we talked about it extensively. Graham Ike in these 4 games that he's played without Braden Huff has scored 35% of the Zags points. Nice to see a couple of perimeter guys get going early as well.
Yeah, it's nice. Adam Miller, he had that first cut from the weak side. Then he had a curl action on the top of the kind of the key area and got another floater. So 2 for 2 for him. So good start for the Zags overall. 5 for 7, +2 on the glass. Doing a good job defensively as well. So good start.
Bulldogs have scored 6 straight points. David Riley complaining about something.
I'll let you handle that.
Okay.
You're better at describing.
Cougs with some pressure of their own here coming out of the timeout. Smith to Worley, who dribbles it across the timeline. Plenty of time to spare. Back out to Smith, just inside half court. One dribble right sideline pass and Achente. 30 feet from the basket. Skips it left side. Miller. Cougs back off into his own. Bounces Smith in front of the Coug bench. Now Ike, high post left side. Spinning around, taking his time. Gets into the paint. Can't get up a shot. Finds Achente cutting instead. Manny's shot wouldn't go down. And up high to grab the rebound is Simon Hildebrandt, who's checked in. Hildebrandt transferred in from High Point, started his career up in Canada in Manitoba. They work the ball right side. Galaho misses the 3. Up high, it's Achente to snare the rebound. Smith the other way, but the Cougs get back defensively. Looking for Ike. It's not there. Worley now. Right side Achente in the corner. Miller. Miller far side of the floor. Trying to penetrate. Can't. Bounces instead to Ike. Graham finds Achente cutting. Hop step into the paint. That one is good for Emmanuel. Zags have scored 8 in a row for a 14-6 lead.
So every time there's a double team, there's a weak side cutter. We've scored 3 out of the 4 right there. Good cut by Achente.
Galaho fakes the 3. Now backing down Ike. Retreats with the dribble. Hands it off to Morton, who's returned. Back out to Galaho. Galaho hands it off to Adria Rodriguez. Rodriguez drives and scores. He does not shoot it very often.
It's a good turn of the corner. Yeah, he's the guy that doesn't shoot like the Spaniard cat, right?
Yep.
From last game.
Yep.
Good passer, but that was a terrific turn and finish over the top.
Worley bounces to Ike. Graham dribbles out, skips it right in on Achente. Touch pass in the corner. Smith for 3. It's off the mark. Rebound goes to Achente. Kicks it back out to Miller. Catches and fires. Deep lefty 3 is good. Ace Miller has 7 early points. Gonzaga 17, Cougs 8.
Sometimes he just needs some to go down. He scored the first 2 from about 12 feet and in. That 3 looked good.
There's a drive and a kick to Yalaho. He's wide open. The 3 from the left side is off the mark. Ball is loose until Ike scoops it up off the floor. Hands it off to Smith. Underhand flip Worley in the front court. Looks off the defender. Passes in the corner.
Good shot.
Ace's 3 just rimmed out. And Washington State comes away with a rebound. Rodriguez into the front court with it. Been a little more aggressive offensively of late, but does not shoot the basketball. Gives it up to Morton on the baseline. Back out to Rodriguez. Drives and kicks. They work it back out top one more time. It's Morton. Morton, the lefty, dribbles to his right, fires the 3 and hits it.
Pretty good defense by Achente. That was a step back. Great shot.
Nearly 7 minutes gone by here at the Kennel. Gonzaga's lead is 17-11. Smith in the front court to Worley between the circles. A couple dribbles to his left. Short pass for Achente. Emmanuel penetrates with the right. Looks back to Worley. A little one-hander is up and in from the left wing.
Good job by Achente turning the corner on the ball screen action, forcing the help, found his partner in the screen and roll action.
Might be the longest shot Jalen's taken all year.
Right? 11 feet.
He knocks it down. Yalaho dribbling out top. Hands it off for Morton. One dribble, back to Yalaho. He's defended by Smith. Wants to go to work on him on the mismatch. Kicked it in the corner. Favors dribbles to his left. Fakes the 3. Steps back. Misses from deep. Worley rebound. Smith has it now. Dribbling up the floor behind his back. Shakes free of Rodriguez. Loses the handle. Now gets it back and will regroup. Pass out to Worley. Flip over the top. It's caught by Ike. Fakes the shot. Goes up and hammers it home with one hand. Stares Favors down. That's the Bulldogs lead. Goes to 21-11.
Excellent high-low action. Worley to Ike. Ike with the nice footwork inside.
Bulldogs have it up to 10. Here's Hildebrandt dribbling into the jumper and rattles it home from the left wing.
That's the first 2-point he's probably taken in a long time. He's the one that had 3 threes in the first half. Hildebrandt and
got a foul on Rodriguez in the backcourt. Yeah, as a matter of fact, Mo, it's funny because he hadn't scored in double figures until he got 16 against us, and his last 6 games he's done it 2 more times. Yeah. So all of a sudden he's found some confidence. Rattled home that jumper. And the Bulldogs still lead by 8 as we go to this timeout. 21-13, 11:57 to play first half. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
To tip off this NBA season on FanDuel, you can choose your own rewards, which means you can play your game any way you want.
I get to choose my rewards?
Yep.
Great. Now, excuse me while I lock in.
All customers choose your own reward right now in the FanDuel app. 21 plus and present in select states. 18 plus in Kentucky. Opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions apply, including bonus and token expiration, leg requirement, and max wager amount. See full terms at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Early birds always rise to the occasion for summer vacation planning because early gets you closer to the action. So don't be late. Book your next vacation early on Vrbo and save over $120. Rise and shine. Average savings $141. Select homes only.
TaxAct understands you haven't memorized the tax code. That's why TaxAct has live experts to help. TaxAct can even do it for you if you prefer. It's the easiest way to know you're doing it right. Well, other than going back to college and obtaining a bachelor's degree in accounting with a minor in finance, then interning somewhere and becoming fluent in all tax forms. But that might be hard to accomplish before tax day. So maybe just stick with TaxAct. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
President's Day savings are happening now at the Home Depot with up to 40% off select appliances. Looking to upgrade your fridge? Check out LG's newest model, serving up ice in all kinds of styles. Cube, crushed, craft ice, and now new mini craft ice straight from the dispenser. From cold brew to fizzy favorites, these refrigerators will have you entertaining like a pro. Shop President's Day savings and get up to 40% off, plus free delivery on select appliances like LG at the Home Depot. Free delivery on appliance purchases of $1,498 or more. Offer valid February 5th through the 25th, U.S. only. See store online for details.
All right, class, tell me about your weekend. Leo?
Well, my sister wanted to go camping, so my parents took us in our new Nissan Pathfinder through a mountain trail.
Thank you, Leo.
No, it's not over yet. My brother wanted to explore some caves, so we drove up a bunch of steep hills. And then we
With its V6 engine and 9-speed automatic transmission, the Nissan Pathfinder can power your adventure. That's why J.D. Power ranks Nissan #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands. The new V6-powered Nissan Pathfinder. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Central Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like an estate planner.
Per the contents of the will, all assets go to, what does that say? Ragu tataya yaminayat. Oh, I don't know. I was in a weird place when I wrote this.
This is a job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Booking.com has stays for absolutely anyone. For instance, imagine you're a vampire thirsting for a lively hotel. You'll find a Vegas resort near some great nightlife. Perfect. You may be undead, but you're the life of the party. And if the forecast calls for sun, at least there's free cancellation on most stays, so you can wait for the perfect weather. Wow, gorgeous. If a vampire can find their perfect stay, anyone can. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
We've all been there. You hold on to a coupon, hoping to cash it in at the store, but then you forget about it. And suddenly you've got a mountain of useless expired coupons.
Do you think this one's still good? Free milk.
Oh, mate, that expired in 1993.
Dang it.
Fortunately, there are better ways to save money, like by switching to Geico. You could save about $900 on car insurance without ever touching a coupon.
Ooh, how about this one? Half off floppy disks.
Now, you should try a bit of spring cleaning.
It feels good to save big. It feels good to Geico.
Hi, I'm Frank. For years, I struggled with painful bumps under my chest. I went to so many doctors looking for answers. Finally, it was a dermatologist who knew it was hidradenitis suppurativa, HS. Then, I got Cosentyx.
Cosentyx secukinumab is prescribed for adults with moderate to severe hidradenitis suppurativa, HS. Don't use if allergic to Cosentyx. Get checked for TB before starting. Increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur, like TB or other serious bacterial, fungal, or viral infections. Some are fatal. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, like fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, had a vaccine or plan to, or if IBD symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions and severe eczema-like skin reactions may occur. Learn more at 1-844-COSENTIX or Cosentix.com.
Talk to a dermatologist about Cosentix.
I am from the future, and all of this goes horribly wrong.
Critics are calling Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die absolute chaotic perfection.
AI? Isn't that a thing already?
I think it's a lot worse, honey.
Sam Rockwell is electric.
Who's joining me? Who's ready to save the future?
5 stars.
This is real.
Pretty much, yeah. It's gonna be okay, or it's not. I don't know.
Rated R. Only in theaters February 13th. Tickets on sale now.
He said he got the switch on Okafor. They kind of went to a 1-4 flat. Great move by St. Cyprien. Back-to-back buckets for Mario. Push the lead to the biggest it's been tonight, 25-13. Glass dribbling. Top of the key, a little crossover. Gets into the paint, gets Grant Foster in the air. Shot blocked from behind by Fogle. Garrett comes away with it, but it's stripped away. Davis again defensively to St. Cyprien. 1-on-3, drills behind the back, tries to get it away. Fogle comes up with it. He spins right into a double team, and Okafor rips it away.
2 freshmen just jump stop, please.
Rodriguez hands it off the glass. Glass dribbling to his right. Gets all the way to the paint, kicks it out. They swing left side. Garrett fakes the 3. Can't get around Venters, and then throws the ball out of bounds looking for Okafor, and it's all sort of messy right now at the McCarthy Athletic Center. The effort has been there.
The effort's there, and I'm laughing not to make fun, but the 2 plays prior with our 2 freshmen, Mario gets in the paint, leaves his feet. The defense reads it, then he kind of gets bailed out. Then Davis Fogle picks it up, tries to spin dribble, gets ripped. All right, freshman, just calm down. You're terrific. Come to a jump stop.
Zags go to work on offense, leading by 12. 8.5 minutes to play first half. Grant Foster picks up a dribble, short pass between the circle. St. Cyprien gets a screen from Fogle, bounces in the right corner for Venters. Steele dribbling to his left, gives it up to Fogle. Wide open look at the jumper from the baseline, and Davis knocks it down.
Yeah, that shot's going to be there. They go overload side, so the wing drags up and then waits for the defender on the bottom side to come with him, and then you hit the drag on the bottom side. Good play.
Rodriguez gets a screen from Okafor, tries to bounce it back to him, throws it off his knee. Venters comes away with a loose ball. Another Washington State turnover. Venters to St. Cyprien, snaps a pass left side. Grant Foster fakes left, drives right, uses the glass and scores. Timeout, Washington State. That's another one of those tie-on Grant Foster plays, Mo, where it looks like it's over, and then that little extra elevation. Thought he was going to struggle trying to score that thing as he was falling down, but a heck of a finish for Tyon. The Bulldogs lead is 29-13. 7:52 left in our first half. This timeout called by the Cougs will extend to our official timeout. We'll take it as well. We're back after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
At Papa Murphy's, we hand make delicious pizza from scratch every day so that you can bake it to perfection in your oven just the way you like it. Introducing Stuffed Mondays. Every Monday, get any large stuffed pizza for only $16.99. That's over 4 pounds of pizza, fresh from your oven, enough to feed the whole family. Papa Murphy's Stuffed Mondays. They make great pizza so you can make the pizza great. Offer available in store only. Call ahead to order.
At Western National Insurance, we're passionate about the power of nice. That's because nice isn't just a word. It's our way of doing business. It's about surpassing expectations, bringing kindness and decency to our work, and providing a helping hand when you need it most. And we've been putting nice first for more than a century. Find out just how powerful nice can be. Contact your independent insurance agent today and ask for Western National.
Zags basketball lives here on the Gonzaga Sports Network from Learfield. Let's go back courtside. Now, alongside first-team All-American Adam Morrison, here's the voice of Gonzaga basketball, Tom Hudson.
The Zags have scored 8 straight, 12 of the last 14, and they lead the visiting Cougars 29-13 with 7:52 to play in our game's first half. Gonzaga basketball is sponsored by Pacific Source with health coverage for individuals, families, employers, and Medicare eligibles. Pacific Source is the local health plan that does what's right, not just what's required. Mo, we talked about this team and really needing to embrace and buy into that defensive mentality and that defensive character. Look at the turnovers on the Cougs right now. The Bulldogs really making them pay for it as well.
1 assist, 8 turnovers for Washington State, +3 for Gonzaga on the glass. 10 more field goal attempts, 13-22 for Gonzaga, 4-12. Obviously, I can do that math. It's 33%.
Yes.
For Washington State. So good job so far. We talked about it. You're going to have to play much more defensive-minded in the last 2 games, game and a half. We've answered the bell so far.
Morton back on the floor, brings it up the left sideline, into the front court, over to Glass on the right. Glass defended by Fogle, couple of freshmen. Pass left side, Hildebrandt catches and fires. The 3 is off the back rim. Worley tips it to Venters, back to Worley. Now up the left side, St. Spiri into the front court. Slows down, gives it up to Grant Foster. Tie and fakes right, drives left, hangs, and can't get it to go. Pops out. Favors, who's returned. Comes away with a rebound. Quickly to Morton. Morton drives, gets all the way to the rim, can't finish with the left hand. Mario St. Superior is going to pick up the personal foul, and he got hit, and he got hit hard. He is down. Don't want to get hit there.
Yeah, got hit in the nether regions, and not trying to make light of it. Hurts. Clutching his groin area. Yeah, ouch.
Yeah, he is still down and rolling around. The officials just kind of looked at him and just blew it off. And now I guess the officials say they're going to go and review this. As
maybe somebody
Mario is writhing in pain. Yeah, he's up now on his feet, but still hunched over down at the end of the Bulldogs bench. And now back crouching and looking for some assistance. So the officials will review the play. I thought, Mo, we talked about that with Mario some this year. I thought it was decent defense. Again, I thought his hands were up, I thought, and that he was retreating.
He's had a bad whistle all year, in my opinion. Like, honestly, like, it's not a homer stance, but like being a freshman, I have a bad whistle. But what do I know?
Yeah, the official just told Brian Michelson it was just an inadvertent knee. They looked at the replay quickly, and now we will return to action. Ace Miller checks back into the game. Ace, Davis Fogle, Graham Ike back on the floor. Worley and Grant Foster stay out there. Morton makes the first. Morton came in 82%. He was fouled shooting a 3. Made all 3 of those. And now has 5 points at the free throw line. That ends the 8-0 run for the Bulldogs, who lead it 29-15. Worley flips it to Fogle under pressure. The Zags get across half court. Davis will hand it back to Worley, who's going to run the show. Worley left side pass. Now it's Miller on the sideline. Cougs back off in that zone again. Pass over to Worley, 3-point line. Picks up his dribble, spins around, needs some help, able to get it away to Fogle. Fogle in front of the Kennel Club with 5 seconds to shoot. He's going to go to work on Favors. Snaps a pass to Worley. Penetrates with the left, switches to the right. High off the glass, gets it to rattle home. Bulldogs lead back to 16.
Yeah. Good ball reversal, then a zone shift. Hard rip and go.
Left side, Favors fakes the 3. Now bounces it in the corner for Hildebrandt. He picks up his dribble. Out to Favors. Straight away 3. Rejected by Fogle. Ball is loose. Worley comes away with it. To Fogle ahead of the pack. Two-handed throwdown. Zags have their biggest lead of the game. Getting it done on defense and on offense. It's 33-15.
Great individual defensive play. Gets rewarded by Fogle.
There's a drive by Glass. Can't get up a shot, and he travels with the basketball. Gonzaga forces another turnover. 6:13 to play first half. Bulldogs lead at 33-15. Grant Foster out. Smith is back in. David Riley walking down his bench and trying to find some kind of an answer.
Yeah, just looking around.
More pressure in the backcourt from Washington State. Worley passes over to Smith, who dribbles it across the timeline. Braden out top. Passes to Miller, who's off to a quick start. He has 7 to Worley, top of the key. Worley, one dribble, left side pass. Fogle gets around Glass. Pull-up jumper from the baseline is off the mark. Ike ends up on the ground. Cougs end up with a rebound. Morton quick in the front court. Gives it up right side. Glass. Glass penetrates. Little one-handed runner is good.
Beautiful move by Glass.
Wahoo screened out the defense, and Glass was able to score. Ike on the other end. He had been knocked to the ground in the fight for the rebound and stays down there, gets the easy bucket, 35-17. Wahoo over to Favors in front of the Kennel Club. Bounce from Morton. He holds on the left perimeter. Couple of dribbles in the corner. Hildebrand catches and shoots. That three is an air ball. Smith with the rebound. Braden across half court. Boy, Graham Ike just being hammered down there by Hildebrand. Smith looks to him. Graham catches, spins, fires. A little too strong, and Favors comes away with a rebound. Quickly gets the outlet to Glass. Glass into the front court. Smith slows him down. Glass spins into the paint. And scores it off the glass again.
Terrific player. Second field goal, but see the skill set there. That was a nice spin against contact. Weaving through two zags to get that bucket.
Smith walks it across the timeline. Gives it up right side to Fogle between the circles for Worley. Now to Smith. One-hander, three-point line. Ike on the sideline. Miller out top for Worley. Worley wraparound pass. Beautiful. Look to Ike, who gets around Yalaho and throws down another one-handed dunk. Bulldogs again have an 18-point lead. It's been 3 times now. Yalaho, three-point line. Hands it off to Morton. Turns the corner to the free throw line. Can't get up a shot. Passes over to Favors. Favors fakes the three. Dribbles into the corner. His pass is stolen away by Fogle. Fogle with Hildebrand to beat. Drives, lays it up, lays it in, and a foul against Washington State. The lead has grown to 20.
Washington State on the offensive side of their court cannot function defensively. Gonzaga is terrific on the perimeter. We talked about that in the opener. Can we guard them on the perimeter? We've done that so far. 20-point lead. Fogle with 2 defensive plays here in the first half. First one led to a dunk. This one's led to a 3-point opportunity. If you're David Riley, what do? You can't throw it inside, so we're just laying it out. And then obviously our athletic prowess is really bothering them.
Looks like he's going to try to go small for now. Okafor stays out.
What do you do?
Yalaho check out. So did Hildebrand. He's been maybe a little too aggressive. He had that 16-pointer against us the first one. He's 1 for 4 with a couple of turnovers.
Exactly. He's taking too many quick ones.
3-point play for Davis Fogle. 40-19 is the score with 4:05 to play in the first half. Continue to see the growth out of the freshman. Rodriguez gets a screen, dribbles to his left, hands it off the glass. Can't get up a shot. One-handed pass over right side for Garrett. We've got a whistle and a foul. It's going to go against Dejana as Izzo just checked in for Graham Ike. Izzo picks up his second, and that'll take us to an official timeout. 3:53 to play first half. It's all Zags, 40-19. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Tax Act is here anytime you want to easily file your taxes. Tax Act is here for the early birds who like to...
Like a pro. Shop President's Day savings and get up to 40% off, plus free delivery on select appliances like LG at the Home Depot. Free delivery on appliance purchases of $1,498 or more. Offer valid February 5th through the 25th. U.S. only. See store online for details.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like payroll manager.
Hi, my last paycheck was all in Icelandic krona.
You are welcome.
Welcome?
Given the exchange rate between the dollar and the krona, you're technically a millionaire now. Don't spend it all in one place.
I can't really spend it anywhere.
There's always Iceland.
This is a job for sponsored jobs.
This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Booking.com has stays for absolutely anyone. Imagine you're a musical-obsessed couple. You book a dazzling hotel in the Big Apple, 5 stars, with a balcony for your big solo. If Broadway buffs can find their perfect stay, anyone can. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
Can I take your coat?
Oh, you noticed. Yeah, I found it on eBay from a seller in Vegas. Pre-loved and perfect. She listed it and jackpot. Italian leather, classic trench silhouette. And did you see the braided buckle?
hang on to your claim ticket.
Oh, I'll hang on to this forever. Have you been on eBay? There's so many finds. And I bet that diving watch would sell fast. Just saying.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love. You won't see the engineer that slams the Nissan Rogue's door 13,920 times. Or the corrosive chamber that simulates 15 years of life in 5 months. Or the Rogue heat baked for over 300 combined hours. What you will see is a vehicle that can take punch after punch and keep rolling. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. We put it through the worst so you get its best. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
Italian subs for your finance team at Chicago. Easy Cater. Burritos for your call center crew in Plano. Easy Cater. Bagels for your sales reps meeting clients in Charlotte. Easy Cater. Hot chicken sandwiches for your third shift warehouse workers in Memphis. Easy Cater. Your teams may be spread out across the country, but you've got one platform to feed them all, whenever and wherever they work, with food they love from favorite restaurants. Easy Cater. Food for the workplace, all in one place. Order now at easycater.com.
Hey, babe, I pulled up the McAllister's Deli app. What are you thinking? Good call. McAllister's Club might hit the spot. Oh, yeah. Chicken tortilla soup. Forgot about that. Oh, Savannah chopped salad. Well, now I'm stuck. What are we going to do?
How about we just do choose two? Mix and match our favorite items.
I do like the sound of that.
With so much variety at McAllister's, choose two might just be for you. McAllister's Deli. Click on the banner to learn more.
It's hard not to add a side of hot, crispy hash browns to your favorite McDonald's breakfast. It's even harder not to eat said hash browns before you get home. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The ball, but he forced the Washington State defender to take him. That opened up the bounce pass for Adam Miller. Simple, fundamental basketball, those little things that don't pop up on the stat sheet, but Ochente ran the floor just so he can get his teammate an angle for the pass.
Miller caught Ace Glass with an elbow. Nice sportsmanship. Stayed with him, made sure he was okay. Yeah. Freshman appears to be all right as Miller steps to the free throw line and makes his first.
That's nice seeing Adam Miller have a good game so far. 10 points, chance to get 11. Hasn't shot it well of late.
Ace makes both free throws. A heck of a half for him.
It's crazy when you get 2 buckets to go down early, right? Yep. You know what I mean? How better it looks coming off his hand just early.
Glass penetrates. Dejana blocks the shot. We've got a whistle and a foul. I don't believe it was on Izzo.
No, it's a block.
It's going to go against Miller.
A good call by Del Dre. We haven't seen him all year as an official, but I think Adam Miller was in the restricted area. Mm-hmm. If you're on the ground in the restricted area, it's an automatic block. You can jump and contest in your cylinder, and a lot of times they let the contact go. But if you're on the floor, it's an automatic block. So good call by the official.
Glass, the freshman, makes his first free throw.
How much better is that adaptation of that rule than for basketball in general? Like, honestly, right?
For sure.
I wish I had it in high school. Guys would be under the rim and, whoa, offensive foul. Right? You know,
Ace Miller, 11 points in the first half, his first double-digit game since Seattle U 5 games ago. Yeah, it has been great.
Right? It's way better.
Miller coming off the Dejana screen. That three won't go down. A rebound at the free throw line goes to Rodriguez. Slowed down by Inocente. Dribbling out top. Gives it up right sideline. Glass. Glass penetrates. Spins. Uses one hand. Can't finish. And it's Dejana who comes away with another rebound. He'll hand it off to Miller. Ace brings it up the floor under heavy pressure from Glass. Pass right side to St. Superior. Mario. 4 points on 2 of 2 shooting, directing traffic. It's a screen from Dejana, dribbles to the left wing with it, picks it up, flips it over the top. Dejana can't catch it, and there's a good reason. Okafor was holding down his arm and is whistled for the personal foul.
Yeah, Mario's it's the right pass, but I don't think it's the right personnel to throw that ball to. Coach Few kind of reiterated that real quick, and Mario gave him the thumbs up, and that's not a knock on Izzo, but certain guys you don't throw the ball to.
Well, yeah, and Mo, I think that's one of the things too that sometimes gets like just the sight is lost on it. He's not Braden and he's not Graham.
Yep.
His game is different, and so you can't throw that.
Don't throw it to him.
Right?
Exactly. It doesn't mean he can't play. You just don't throw it to him in certain situations.
St. Superior with a back cut off the beautiful finish from Ike. The Bulldogs try to get a timeout, and yes, now they will. So the official says, "Yep, that was my bad. I didn't see it." So timeout for the Bulldogs after the make by St. Superior. 25-point lead for the Bulldogs, 37 seconds left. And Coach Few wanted that timeout so that he could get Izzo back on the floor and protect Graham Ike's fouls. Well, how about that with Mario and Graham?
It's a late timeout. That's why I'm giggling. So the people that are listening, I don't know if we put that timeout in any other situation. We're at home. Feels good.
46-21 is our score here. Gonzaga with a 25-point lead, 37 seconds left in our first half. The Bulldogs have made 4 of the last 5. Meanwhile, the Cougs continue to struggle. They're 0 of their last 5, 1 of their last 7. They haven't scored from the field in some 4 minutes.
6 of 22 overall in the first half, 2 of 12 from downtown Washington State. The only thing really keeping them, I guess you could say, in the game, air quotes, is 7 of 7 from the free throw line. But it was one of your points, and it was a terrific point pregame. Defensively, we've answered the bell so far.
And in the front court, it's Morton on the right side. Dejana and Grant Foster check in. Here's Rodriguez now. Left side pass. It's Glass for 3. No good. Ball tipped out. Morton comes away with it. Shot clock off now. Cougs are going to retreat. And the shot clock apparently did not reset. So they're going to have to take care of that. All right, so they did.
They gave him 17. I think it reset to 30. It's supposed to be a 20.
Yep.
That was the stoppage of play.
So 3 seconds go off. Rodriguez to inbound in front of us here at the table. A couple of Spaniards as Mario St. Superi defends the inbound play. He got it into Okafor. Back to Rodriguez. Screen from Okafor. Dribbles to the right. Kicks it out for Favors. Favors fakes the three. Can't get up a shot. Short one for Glass, who has it poked away from behind. I think Okafor touched it. And it's going to be Gonzaga basketball with 11 seconds left in the half. And with that, offense for defense, you'll get Miller and Ike in. Grant Foster and Dejana out. And Bulldogs will inbound. Worley, St. Superi, Miller, Ike. And now it'll be Fogel for Innocente. The offensive group comes out. 11 seconds to play in the half. Shot clock is off. Worley, the inbounder. Passes into St. Superi. Mario brings it up the floor. 6 seconds left in the half. Gets a screen from Ike. Dribbles to the right wing. Little pull-up jumper. Doesn't use the glass. Thought he was going to use the glass. Instead, he pulls up and knocks it down with 2 seconds left in the half. And as the horn sounds, the Bulldogs will take a 48-21 lead into the locker room. Mario St. Superi with 8 first-half points. And some of those guys who haven't scored a ton of late have gotten involved here in the first 20 minutes against Washington State. All Zags at the kettle, 48-21. Halftime show coming your way after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Look, I'm not going to tell you have to have a Camel's Rewards card when you come to Northern Quest. You don't. You don't have to earn points on every dollar you spend here or enjoy prize entries, dining discounts, pre-sale concert tickets, and so on. Heck, you don't even have to receive free cash money for doing what you already do here. After all, free country, right? Camus Rewards for all the ways you play.
Do you read more about your team in the off-season than in the season? Does your game day outfit include a brown bag with eye holes? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected. Because seeing your painted face in the rearview mirror after a loss isn't just depressing. It's distracting. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
Support Gonzaga basketball through NIL. Zags Collective is the leading NIL collective supporting Zags student athletes through name, image, and likeness. Zags Collective creates opportunities for student athletes to engage with the community and grow their brand. Plus, you get access to autograph sessions, exclusive events, and more. Become a member today. Go to ZagsNILCollective.com and get started.
On the Gonzaga Sports Network from Learfield, welcome to the Numerica Credit Union Halftime Show. Numerica Credit Union. Life moves. Live well. Federally insured by NCUA. We'll bring you stats and analysis from the first 20 minutes, as well as a look at scores from around the nation. Let's go back to the network studios. Here's Lou Callett.
Terrific first half for the Gonzaga Bulldogs, up 48-21 over the Washington State Cougars as we play some of the highlights from our opening half of basketball, and several highlights there were for the Zags. We start later in that opening stanza of play. Gonzaga already staking themselves to a double-digit lead. The block, the dunk. Defense leading to offense. Davis Fogel, the two-hand slam.
He picks up his dribble. Out to Favors. Straightaway three. Rejected by Fogel. Ball is loose. Worley comes away with it. The Fogel ahead of the pack. Two-handed throwdown. Zags have their biggest lead of the game. Getting it done on defense and on offense. It's 33-15.
Davis Fogel was not done from there, though. Hoop in the harm a couple of possessions later, stretching that lead to 20.
His pass is stolen away by Fogel. Fogel with Hildebrand to beat. Drives. Lays it up. Lays it in. And a foul against Washington State. The lead has grown to 20.
Washington State on the offensive side of their court cannot function.
And how about Ace Miller today in that first half? 11 points on 4 of 6 shooting, perfect 2 of 2 from the stripe in 15 minutes. Miller getting the layup, stretching that lead to 42-19.
Gives it up right side, Rodriguez. He's made just 1 3 this year. That'll continue. He's now 1 out of 14. Smith breaks out, finds Miller. Hop step around the defender, reverses and scores. Ace Miller with 9 in the first half. It's a 23-point GU lead.
Gonzaga closed the first half, shooting 5 of their last 6, and then lead 48-21 over Washington State, holding the Cougs scoreless over the last 4 minutes and 55 seconds. Some scores in the top 25 when we come back. This is Gonzaga basketball from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The season is heating up, and ICCU is proud to be a sponsor of Gonzaga University Athletics. From tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first game to March's biggest moments, we're cheering on the Zags and supporting fans every step of the way. With powerful digital tools, local service, and a commitment to community, ICCU is your financial partner, on and off the court. ICCU, looking after your daily balance. Let's go, Zags!
Arby's has an enormous crispy fish sandwich that you can pair with another enormous crispy fish sandwich for $7. If you were looking to eat more fish this month, the search is over. Seriously, stop. No other restaurants are serving fish sandwiches. It's just us, no one else. If they are, they're not bigger. Don't quote us on that. Probably true, though. Arby's, we have the meat.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
Time for a check of the scores around the WCC and around the nation. Let's go to the network studios.
Light day, of course, in the WCC. We'll focus on some top 25 action. Luke Allen again with you inside the Learfield Network studios. Gonzaga staking themselves to a 48-21 lead over Washington State at the halftime break. As we focus in on some top 25 scores with each and every other game having gone final today in said top 25. Purdue over Nebraska in overtime fashion, 80-77. Boilermakers blow a 22-point second half lead, but hang on in the extra time, winning by 3, 80-77. Miami toppled the 11th-ranked North Carolina today, 75-66. Tar Heels were flying high after their win in their last contest over Duke. They fall today on the road to Miami. Malik Renault, a double-double for Miami, 16 points and 10 boards. The 19-5 Hurricanes. 15th-ranked Virginia survived at Florida State, 61-58 to improve to 21-3. And 19th-ranked Vanderbilt today on the road, getting some big-time offense from Tyler Tanner.
Back outside Tanner with 4, with 3. 3 ball. Oh, what a shot. What a shot. That was huge. He's hit twice at the end of the shot clock in this half. No bigger shot than that one. A 3 ball by Tyler Tanner to stop a 6-0 run for Auburn. 64-53 Vanderbilt.
Kevin Ingram from Learfield on the call. 19th-ranked Vanderbilt, 84. Commodores are 20-4 with the victory. 22nd-ranked BYU toppled Baylor today, 99-94. Another sterling performance from A.J. DeBonsa, 36 points and 7 assists for the star freshman. Cougars snap a 4-game losing streak. Wisconsin went to overtime with 8th-ranked Illinois today and emerged victorious, 92-90 winners for the 17-7 Wisconsin Badgers. Illinois has lost 2 consecutive games, and Wisconsin has knocked off a top 10 team on the road for the second time this year, handing Michigan their only loss of the season. 3rd-ranked Houston won in workmanlike fashion over Utah, 66-52. 4th-ranked Duke in similar fashion, winning 70-54 at Pittsburgh. And another upset today in the top 25. TCU over 5th-ranked Iowa State, 62-55. Cyclones handed just their 3rd loss of the season. They fall to 21-3. Jamie Dixon's TCU team is 15-9. Interesting resume for the Horned Frogs this year, with a win over Florida, of course, the win over Iowa State, lost to New Orleans, as well as a loss to Notre Dame. So an interesting case, TCU, this year, but they win by 7 over Iowa State. And the final result from the top 25, 21st-ranked Arkansas, no problem with LSU, 91-62 winners over the Bayou Bengals. As for our score, 48-21, Gonzaga, big lead over Washington State at half. Zags shoot the basketball to 61% clip, shoot 5 of their last 6 in the hole, and hold Washington State scoreless over the last 4 minutes and 55 seconds. Let's pause now, 10 seconds for station identification, followed by these messages, 10 seconds across the network, followed by these commercial breaks. This is Gonzaga basketball from Learfield.
Your home for Gonzaga basketball. KFOO 96.1 FM Opportunity, an iHeart radio station.
Marsh McLennan Agency is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Sports. When it comes to insurance, how hard does your team really work for you? At Marsh McLennan Agency, we do the shopping for the right insurance carrier, ensuring you get the right coverage tailored to your needs. Our local experts are dedicated to providing personalized service backed by the resources of Marsh, the global leader in insurance. Visit MMANorthwest.com and get started on finding a better insurance coverage for you. Go Zags!
Look, I'm not going to tell you you have to have a Camus Rewards card when you come to Northern Quest. You don't. You don't have to earn points on every dollar you spend here or enjoy prize entries, dining discounts, pre-sale concert tickets, and so on. Heck, you don't even have to receive free cash money for doing what you already do here. After all, free country, right? Camus Rewards for all the ways you play.
At Papa Murphy's, we hand make delicious pizza from scratch every day so that you can bake it to perfection in your oven just the way you like it. Introducing Stuffed Mondays. Every Monday, get any large stuffed pizza for only $16.99. That's over 4 pounds of pizza, fresh from your oven. Enough to feed the whole family. Papa Murphy's Stuffed Mondays. They make great pizza so you can make the pizza great. Offer available in store only. Call ahead to order.
We are back to McCarthy Athletic Center, where it is all Gonzaga, the 12th-ranked Zags, ahead of Washington State 48-21 as we break down our halftime statistics. For Gonzaga, the leading scorer is Adam Miller. He has 11 points on 4 of 6 shooting from the field. They knocked down 1 of 3 3-point attempts. Right behind him is Graham Ike, 5 out of 6 from the field, 10 points. But Mo, a number that you're going to love, that says 11:36, and it doesn't say 20, which is what it said in Corvallis. So he played 11 and a half minutes in the first half. Still was very productive.
It was super productive, but we talked about it. I think we talked about probably every segment when we talked about the Zags in the pregame. In 38, 37 minutes. Let's get him down to 31, 32. Obviously can't be perfect every single time, but perfect first half for him. 5 for 6, 10 points. But like you said, just under 12 minutes playing time.
3 assists, no turnovers for the big fella as well. So 21 out of Miller and Ike combined. Next in line, Davis Fogel. Freshman with 7 points on 3 of 5 shooting from the field. Also had 2 steals and 2 blocked shots on the defensive end. 4 for Smith, 4 for Worley, and Achente with 2 points in the first half. Tyon Grant Foster had 2 in the first, and then Mario St. Superi, perfect from the field, 4 for 4, finished with 8 points. Zags lights out offensively, 21 out of 34 as a team. That's 62%. 1 out of 6 from behind the three-point line, 5 of 5 at the free throw line. Meanwhile, for Washington State, not much to highlight. 6 out of 23 from the field, 26%. Mo, they could get absolutely nothing going. Morton had 8 points, 5 of those coming at the free throw line. Ace Glass, their leading scorer, held to 6 points on 2 of 8 shooting from the field. And then, Mo, you look at that turnover number for Washington State. 1 assist.
11 turnovers. On the contrast for us, 12 assists, 3 turnovers. We talked about defense has to be priority. This Washington State team, as of late, has played much better offensively. Our guys answered the bell in the first half and played really good defensively. Got to continue in the second half.
Yeah, those 11 turnovers leading to 17 Gonzaga points. GU outscores Washington State 17-0. Points off, turnovers 32-6. They outscore the Cougs in the paint. Gonzaga plus 6 on the glass in the first half. 18 rebounds to 12 for the visitors from Pullman. 48-21, a 27-point Gonzaga lead. Second half coming your way right after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
In the heat of battle, your squad relies on you. Don't let them down. Unlock elite gaming tech at Lenovo.com. Dominate every match with next-level speed, seamless streaming, and performance that won't quit. Push your gameplay beyond performance with Intel Core Ultra processors for the next era of gaming. Upgrade to smooth, high-quality streaming with Intel Wi-Fi 6E and maximize game performance with enhanced overclocking. Win the tech search. Power up at Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. To tip off this NBA season on FanDuel, you can choose your own rewards, which means you can play your game any way you want.
I get to choose my rewards?
Yep.
Great! Now, excuse me while I lock in.
All customers choose your own reward right now in the FanDuel app. 21 plus and present in select states. 18 plus in Kentucky. Opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions apply, including bonus and token expiration, leg requirement, and max wager amount. See full terms at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
There's nothing like the American Express Platinum Card. Find out your welcome offer after you apply, which could be as high as 175,000 points. Learn more and find out your offer at americanexpress.com/explorer-platinum. Terms apply.
Day or night, VerboCare is here 24/7 to help make every part of your stay seamless. If anything comes up, or you simply need a little guidance, support is ready whenever you reach out. From the moment you book to the moment you head home, we're here to help things run smoothly. Because a great trip starts with the right support. And hey, a good playlist doesn't hurt either.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like nuclear reactor safety expert.
I disabled the backup cooling system. It was making such an annoying noise. You heard it, right? It was like,
We're on the countdown to core failure.
And you're saying we don't want that?
This is a job for sponsored jobs.
This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
It's hard not to add a side of hot, crispy hash browns to your favorite McDonald's breakfast. It's even harder not to eat said hash browns before you get home. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Right now, get up to 20% off select online storage solutions. Put heavy-duty HDX totes to good use, protecting what's important to you. The solid, impact-resistant design prevents cracking, and the clear base and sides make items easy to find, even when the totes are stacked. Find select online shelving and tote storage up to 20% off at the Home Depot to organize every room in your home, from your garage to your attic. Visit HomeDepot.com. How doers get more done.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the DayQuil.
Undo your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Booking.com has stays for absolutely anyone. Imagine you're a merman. You find a beach resort for your mer family with a plunge pool, a wave pool, and yoga. What? Mermen do yoga too. If a merman can find their perfect stay, anyone can. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
Designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You won't see the engineer that slams the Nissan Rogue's door 13,920 times, or the corrosive chamber that simulates 15 years of life in 5 months, or the Rogue heat-baked for over 300 combined hours. What you will see is a vehicle that can take punch after punch and keep rolling. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. We put it through the worst, so you get its best. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
Okafor ripped the ball away from him, and my goodness, 50-26.
Rest wants the clock to run already.
Yes, right.
It's early in the second half.
Strike three. This ball was over my head. It's time to go home.
Swing the bat, Junior.
Worley bounces on the baseline, and TK with it. He's going to shoot a jumper and hit it all nets over Yahalo.
That bat off your shoulder, bud.
Zags doubling up the Cougs 52-26. Morton, left side pass. Yalo has it. He has been held in check, hasn't scored yet. Short pass out top for Morton. Morton into the paint, spinning now to the right wing. Little fadeaway jumper. Lefty comes up short. Rebound lands in the lap of Ike to Smith. Smith quickly at the floor for Miller. Miller trying to get around Okafor, who blocks the shot. Okafor with a big foul beforehand, but no whistle on that one either. Smith will retreat with the dribble. Zags will set up the offense. 2.5 minutes gone by second half. Zags lead it by 26. Smith driving on Okafor. Bounces it to Ike. Triple comes again. Now they back out. It's just a double team. Graham dribbles away from it. Fires a pass in the corner. Smith fakes the three. Drives, leans in. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound, put back. That's off the mark.
Dang it.
Favors rebounds. Favors into the front court. Gives it up to Morton. Left side Glass. Tries to drive quickly on Worley, but he can't. Retreats to the dribble to three-point line. Ike poked it away. Glass able to save it over to Favors. Favors bounces to Morton, and I've got to blow a whistle on that one. And Emmanuel just a two-handed shove.
Catches on the three-point line and almost ends up out of bounds. So, yeah, that's an easy call by the official. But once again, hardly any breaks in action. This is just music to my ears.
Flying tonight.
I'm going to get out here at
8 o'clock tip. Yeah. Inbound to Morton. Dribbling to his left. Picks it up at the top of the key for Glass. Glass, little hesitation dribble, gets to the rim and scores. 52-28. Smith will bring it up the floor. Waiting retreats with the dribble. Zags will set up the offense. Worley, short pass in the sideline to Chente. Back to Smith. Cougs back off into that little zone as Miller is looking to Ike. Couldn't catch the pass because he's being held by Okafor. Okafor has had a tough go against Graham Ike and the Zags this year.
Yeah.
Scoreless down in Pullman.
It's a tough matchup. He's given up 1 or 2 inches to Ike, right?
Yeah.
Ike is not afraid to dish out the contact either, so there's no bullying going on, which I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Okafor is kind of a bully inside. He's leading the WCC in blocks.
Miller coming off a screen, fires a three from the left side. It's off the mark. Worley trying to grab the rebound, and we'll get a whistle. A foul goes against Jalen.
Those two, Okafor and Ike, talking about it the previous 2 possessions. They're just battling the crap out of each other inside. It's fun to watch, but yeah, Okafor's already gassed. He gets a sub from Coach Riley for Washington State, but
Hildebrandt checks in.
I've said it before. It's the hardest to guard inside. That's where you expend most of your energy. Everything's just running around. No, it's when you got to use all your muscles to push a guy off the block.
Another turnover on the Cougs. Yahalo cut towards the basket. Glass threw the ball into the Kennel Club.
That's why I don't play any defense. Like, save it for the offense, man.
Huey, let's go to zone. Worley under pressure, dribbles it across the timeline. St. Superior in for Smith. Has it between the circles now. Over to Innocente. Short one to Miller. Miller far side of the floor, skips right side. St. Superior. Knocked away by Morton. Mario chases down the loose ball. Over to Miller. 10 seconds to shoot. Ace top of the key for Worley. Picks up his dribble. Beautiful bounce pass down low for Ike. Spins into the double team and scores it. Great look and a heck of a finish for Graham Ike.
Great finish amongst traffic, too, and he got that seal around the basket. That was a great duck in from the weak side.
54-28. Gonzaga on top. Hollow hands it off to Morton at the top of the key. Sets a screen for him. Morton, the lefty, drives, kicks it out. Glass maybe got away with a travel. Jump pass into the corner. Favors, fires a three. Comes up short. Ike rebounds. Long pass to the left side. It's Miller on the run. Ace hop step. Loses the handle, and the Cougs come away with the basketball. Morton with it. Morton, right wing, slowed down by St. Superior. Retreats, drives on Mario, and scores. A nifty move for Morton. And lulled Mario to sleep. Mario to Innocente, bounced under the basket for Miller, trying to find Ike, knocked away from him. Worley keeping it alive, but Morton comes away with it for Washington State. But then the Bulldogs steal it. It's Ace Miller 3-on-1, finds Ike to Worley. Worley loses the handles. He goes up for the shot. We've had a few of those here today at the McCarthy Athletic Center. 54-30, Zags on top. We have an official timeout with 14:36 to play. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Steel deals are happening now. From instant savings on select power tools to free battery offers on some of our most popular battery sets, you can enjoy great deals and do it all with Steel batteries. For more details, shop online or in-store at your local Steel dealer. Offer valid for a limited time only on select items of participating dealers while supplies last.
Today's students are smart, savvy, and heading towards a future filled with possibilities. Education is the light that can help guide them on their path to fulfilling their dreams. That's why Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. With every lottery game you play in the pursuit of making your dreams a reality, you're supporting the next generation of game changers who are using education as the way to reach theirs. Thanks for playing, Washington.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. The airport connects Zags fans and alums with over 60 daily departures to more than 20 nonstop destinations provided by 7 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
You're listening to Gonzaga basketball from Learfield.
Gets all the way to the rim for another monstrous dunk. And the Bulldogs have scored 12 straight to go on top.
Let's go back courtside. Once again, alongside two-time NBA champion Adam Morrison. Here's the voice of Gonzaga basketball, Tom Hudson.
A little bit of a sloppy start to the second half for the Bulldogs. 3 turnovers in a little more than a minute. Still with 14:36 to play in the game, they have a 24-point lead over Washington State. Bud Light is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Graham Ike is the Zags' leading scorer, 14 points on 7 of 8 shooting from the field. And Mo, watching Graham play right now, it's a joy, right? Yeah. Because it's everything now, right? He hits that baseline jumper.
Yep.
Down in Corvallis, he had those 2 that he just finished those angle shots off the glass, like over the square. I mean, degree of difficulty 10 type of stuff. Yep. Knocking down threes, but he's doing it again tonight, just so efficient.
Yeah, so efficient. 7 of 8, 14 points. I'll be curious to see. He probably goes until, if I'm Huey and the staff, go until about the 10-minute mark and then probably get him off the floor, assuming that we maintain this lead or extend it. But you're talking about difficulty shots. Remember the St. Mary's game? All of his points were from jump shot. You know what I mean? Like, because he was coming off the injury. And you could tell he was kind of figuring out how much he could put on his ankle. So, yeah, he's just playing at a super confident level right now. Obviously, we're getting it to him in the right spot. And what I like about him the most is there's hardly any forces, right? You know what I mean? If he gets double team, he gives it up, makes the right play.
Morton into the front court with it as we return to action. Gives it up. Yahalo in front of the Coug bench. Fires the 3. It's no good. Fogle tips it to keep it alive. Grant Foster comes away with the basketball. Tyon brings it up the floor himself. He's across half court. Tyon again changing his shoes at halftime. Gives it up to Fogle. Fogle driving with the left. Cut off at the free throw line. Passes in the near corner. It's Worley who brings it back out top. And Zags will try again. Jalen takes from the right to the left. Hands it off to St. Superior. 10 seconds to shoot. Grant Foster comes out to set a screen. Mario passes it back to Grant Foster, who drives. Oops. Boy, a lot of contact. Missed the shot. And the Cougs come away with the ball. St. Superior will lean into Yahalo and pick up the personal foul.
It's a European basketball foul right there, right? It stopped the break. Yep, kind of like that. He just reached in and knew that he was going to. That's a big emphasis in, like I said, European basketball.
The one thing that I would like to see Mario do when he does that is not hold his hand up real quick, because in NCAA basketball, that's a potential intentional foul, right? Yeah, and you're right. I love the intelligence of the foul.
The strategery of it, but you're right.
There's a pass. It's going to go into the backcourt. The Bulldogs, they're going to call. Oh, they're going to get a foul call. Wow. Foul goes against Grant Foster. The pass was errant, went towards the backcourt. It's a nice effort by Yahalo. He was able to save it. And that's one of those, like, the ball's up for grabs.
Yeah, he's had to totally agree. It's like everybody, or the two players are allowed the same area or space, kind of like in football.
Foul on Tyon, his first. Cougs have it. Morton dribbling at the three-point line on the left side, behind his back, defended by Ike. Graham comes out, challenges the three, and Morton hits it.
Step back right there for Morton for Washington State. Good contest by Ike. Nice shot.
He had 16 against the Zags down in Pullman. 6 of 11 from the field.
It's always better when a lefty makes jumpers, too.
Yeah,
it just looks
does
better,
look
doesn't
nice.
it?
Yep. Fogel between the circle, short pass, St. Spiri back to Fogel, driving with the left. Morton cuts him off. Pass in the near corner. Grant Foster catches and fires. That three won't go down. Ball is tipped. Rodriguez controls it on the far side. Up the right sideline. Gets it away to Morton, who drives, kicks in the near corner. And then the ball is knocked away from Hildebrandt by Grant Foster. It's out of bounds. Will stay with Washington State. And Morton, it was a season-high 16 points against Gonzaga down in Pullman. Jalen Morley's going to check out. Emmanuel Inocente is back in. Jalen playing with that bum thigh. Took a knee in the Portland game. Ike pokes that away from Yahalo. 17 seconds to shoot. Still 13 to play with Gonzaga leading by 21. The Bulldogs have led by as many as 27. Bounce it into Yahalo. Flips it back out to Morton. Morton in the corner, back for Yahalo. Fakes the three, can't get around Grant Foster. Hands it off to Favors. Tyon blocks his three-point attempt. Tyon throws it up the floor. Fogel has it. It was knocked away. Got it back. Spins around, needs some help. Able to find Grant Foster behind the play. Gives it up in the left corner. Inocente back out to St. Superior. Gets a screen from Ike. Going to the free throw line. Throws it up for Graham. Tries to tip it in, but he is fouled. Favors and Hildebrandt both there. Hildebrandt whistled for the personal foul that will send Graham to the free throw line. Number 2 on Hildebrandt. But yeah, we're talking about Tyon shoes. He was wearing those Michael Jackson specials, the sparkly ones in the first half. Now he's
that's what it's that video, or it's what's the other one? PYT, not PYT. Yeah, but like the shiny, like they literally it's that video.
Yep.
Or Rock With You. It's Rock the Rock With You where he's in the tux.
Yep,
that's the video.
Mm-hmm.
But he's wearing those.
Yeah, he's. And the thing is, so he's wearing those things. Like, man, you can't get much more flashy than those. And then he puts these things on.
He's got like a yellow,
it's like neon green,
purple, and
it's something that he's done for a while.
Yeah,
Graham makes both free throws, changing
works,
shoes
man.
at halftime. 56-33, Zags on top. Graham with 16 points in the game.
Back in my day, we wear one shoe with the whole season.
Rodriguez throw it over the top for Okafor, who can't handle the pass. It's out of bounds, and another turnover on Washington State. Cougs have turned it over now 14 times tonight. Some pressure in the backcourt. Fogel brings it up. Passes over to St. Superior. Mario into the front court. Short pass left sideline. And Inocente now to Ike. Graham surveys, holding with one hand over there. Okafor defending. Here's Grant Foster cutting across the paint. And Tyon is fouled as he goes up for the shot. It's like Hildebrandt is going to pick up another one, his third of the game. 11:59 to play. That stoppage brings us to an official timeout here in Spokane. Gonzaga led this game at halftime by a score of 48-21. It's 56-33 now, 23-point advantage with just under 12 to go. We're back after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Booking.com has stays for absolutely anyone. Imagine you're a musical-obsessed couple. You book a dazzling hotel in the Big Apple, 5 stars, with a balcony for your big solo. If Broadway buffs can find their perfect stay, anyone can. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
Can I take your coat?
Oh, you noticed. Yeah, I found it on eBay from a seller in Vegas. Pre-loved and perfect. She listed it and jackpot. Italian leather, classic trench silhouette. And did you see the braided buckle?
Hang on to your claim ticket.
Oh, I'll hang on to this forever. Have you been on eBay? There's so many finds. And I bet that diving watch would sell fast. Just saying.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering. so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted, its door slammed 13,920 times, and its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
It's hard not to add a side of hot, crispy hash browns to your favorite McDonald's breakfast. It's even harder not to eat said hash browns before you get home. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like payroll manager.
Hi, my last paycheck was all in Icelandic krona.
You are welcome.
Welcome?
Given the exchange rate between the dollar and the krona, you're technically a millionaire now. Don't spend it all in one place.
I can't really spend it anywhere.
There's always Iceland.
This is a job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Are you ready for spring? The Home Depot is kicking off the season with early savings on houseplants to refresh your space. Bring colorful spring blooms to your landscaping with easy-to-grow 5-inch orchids in decorative containers was $24.98, now $16.88. And keep your flowers happy all season with Vigoro Garden Soil 2 bags for $8. Get ready for spring with savings on houseplants that add life to your space only at the Home Depot. Product varies by store. See store for details.
At Homes.com, we do whatever it takes to get you the in-depth info on local schools you won't find anywhere else. Things like student-teacher ratio, test scores, and school programs. And sometimes that requires attending school recitals. So many recitals.
That's my son. Isn't he terrific?
Yeah, a real prodigy. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Snoring? Gasping during sleep? Feeling fatigued? Wake up to Zepbound, tirzepatide, the first and only FDA-approved prescription medicine for moderate to severe obstructive sleep apnea, OSA, and adults with obesity. Zepbound is an injectable prescription medicine that may help adults with moderate to severe obstructive sleep apnea, OSA, and obesity to improve their OSA. Zepbound should be used with a reduced calorie diet and increased physical activity. Zepbound injection is approved as a 2.5, 5, 7.5, 10, 12.5, or 15 milligram per 0.5 milliliter in single-dose pen or single-dose vial. Zepbound contains tirzepatide and should not be used with other tirzepatide-containing products or any GLP-1 receptor agonist medicines. It is not known if Zepbound is safe and effective for use in children. Don't take Zepbound if allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems. Talk to your doctor. Call 1-800-545-5979 or visit Zepbound.lilly.com.
This sports spotlight is brought to you by Capital One. Capital One offers no fees or minimums on checking accounts. Did you know that the Houston Comets won the first 4 WNBA championships from 1997 to 2000? The team was led by a big three of Cynthia Cooper, Cheryl Swoops, and Tina Thompson. And in 98, they finished 27-3, their .900 winning percentage, a WNBA record that still stands. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One, N.A., member FDIC.
Instagram teen accounts have automatic protections for what teens see and who can contact them, plus time management tools. And Instagram will continue adding built-in safety features to help create age-appropriate experiences. Learn more about teen accounts and Instagram's ongoing work to protect teens online at instagram.com/teen accounts.
With Marathon Rewards, you can save up to $1 a gallon, and you'll earn every time you refuel. So when you stop in to fill up your tank, you're also banking rewards at the same time. It's a little move we like to call the tank and bank. And to be frank, joining Marathon Rewards couldn't be more straightforward. I guess now that makes it a frank tank and bank situation. Sign up online, from our app, and even at the pump. At participating locations, terms and conditions apply. What team you cheer for? Do they apologize? Does your first childhood memory involve crying on a Jumbotron? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected from things like fire damage caused by violently unplugging the TV or an accidental overhand left to the drywall. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
The season is heating up, and ICCU is proud to be a sponsor of Gonzaga University Athletics. From tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first game to March's biggest moments, we're cheering on the Zags and supporting fans every step of the way. With powerful digital tools, local service, and a commitment to community, ICCU is your financial partner, on and off the court. ICCU, looking after your daily balance. Let's go, Zags!
Zags basketball lives here on the Gonzaga Sports Network from Learfield.
All the way to the rim and rises up to throw it down. It's 85-68.
Let's go back courtside. Now, alongside first-team All-American Adam Morrison, here's the voice of Gonzaga basketball, Tom Hudson.
Gonzaga's opened its biggest lead of the game, 64-33. We still have 9 minutes and 55 seconds to play here at the McCarthy Athletic Center. Well, Zag fans, it's back. Catch the Marquee Radio Show on Mondays at noon on 590 KQNT and Alt 96.1. Here from the coach throughout the season. Get inside information, analysis, and reaction straight from Coach Few. It's Mark Few Show Mondays at noon on the Gonzaga Sports Network from Learfield. A great conversation with Graham Ike yesterday. He's a heck of a kid, Mo. He's known Graham for a little bit. He's a lot of fun to sit and talk to.
Yeah, good dude.
He's good stuff.
He's had a great career at Gonzaga. Obviously, great career at Wyoming. Was a Mountain West Player of the Year before he transferred here. Kind of an unknown recruit in that regards.
And on cue, Graham blocks a shot of Okafor and then a late whistle and a foul. The official may be feeling sorry for Okafor, who struggled tonight.
You know, and this is hopefully not to jinx, but his emotional capacity has been so much better this year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many times have we talked about last year, like, all right, they're baiting you into it, Graham, where the refs, you know what I mean? They pick one up or you just get kind of out of the game in a 2-3 minute spurt. We haven't seen that this year. We've seen him get upset, but I'm fine with that. Yeah, nothing where it takes him out of the game. So that was a point of emphasis for him and the team, and he's done a terrific job this season.
Okafor will be happy when his time against Gonzaga comes to an end as he misses both free throws, 63% shooter. Didn't score before fouling out in Pullman. He has 2 points here tonight. He is struggling against the Zags. 1 for 3 from the field, just 1 rebound. St. Sperry dribbling on the right side. Favors defends him. Screen from Ike, dribbling to the free throw line, kicking in the corner for Innocente, who knocks down the three-point shot. 67-33 Gonzaga with over 9 minutes to play here at the Kennel. Morton, one-hander out to Glass between the circles. Gives it up. Yalaho. Now backing down Grant Foster, who pokes away from behind. Ike dribbles into the front court, gives it up to Innocente, throws the alley-oop. Looking for Grant Foster, who couldn't get it to go, but then Graham Ike is there to flush it. And we've got a whistle.
A technical hanging on the rim.
And they're going to get Graham for hanging on the rim. I thought maybe Tyon was complaining down there. And Graham is asking the Kennel Club to get up and get going. And Tyon wanted a foul. He was complaining to the official. I thought maybe that's where they were going with that, Mo, but it was Graham, you're right, hanging on the rim.
Himself up? I don't think I saw that.
I didn't think that much.
Oh, well. Whatever. 36-point lead, 35-point lead now with Glass shooting the second and 2 on the technical, so not much argument from the Gonzaga faithful, and I've subdued myself from complaining. scores is changed my outlook on if I should go on a rant on that call. Went very good.
The Bulldogs lead 69-35 after Glass made both free throws. The dunk for Graham gives him 18 points. Oahu had it poked away by Grant Foster. Got it back, gave it up to Glass. Glass for Yalao. Gets into the paint, little fadeaway over Tyon. Won't go down, back rim. Rebound goes to Ike, his 7th of the game. Out to Fogle quickly. Davis will dribble like Graham lost something behind the play, picked it up. Now here goes Fogle on the drive, leaves a free kick. Graham's shot won't go, but we're going to get a whistle and a foul against Washington State.
Good play by Fogle on the high ball screen action. Instead of taking the tough 8-foot floater, he throws it to his big man and just throws it to the corner of the basket right there. So good decision. We haven't seen him play much with the ball screen action this year. Fogle, obviously, he's capable of it. So I'm sure eventually he'll get more opportunities of making decisions off of DHOs, ball screens, using his length, using his versatility to make the right decision.
But that Graham steps up, calmly makes both free throws. Izzo Dejana checks in for him. And with those 2 free throws made, Graham, perfect from the line, gets to 20 points. Yeah. That'll be his 6th straight 20-point game. He had 7 straight 20-point games last year to tie you for most consecutive.
Oh, nice.
And he's got 6 here now with the 20-point performance against the Cougs.
Good for him.
Last couple of crossovers. We've got bodies flying everywhere. Inocente is going to be whistled for the personal foul. Yalaho and Emmanuel tied up. And that's team foul number 7 on the Zags, who lead it 71-35. First free throw off the mark. Fogle up high to grab the rebound. Out to St. Superior. Mario brings it up the floor, bounces it between a couple of gray shirts into the front court to Grant Foster. Back out to Mario. And will run the offense. Left side pass, Inocente. Goes back, out top. Over St. Superior in front of the Kennel Club. Feed to Dejana on the baseline. Izzo. Couple of dribbles. Back out St. Superior. Deep 3 from the left side is good for the freshman. All Zags here tonight, 74-35. 7:25 to play here in the Kennel. Morton turns the corner, bounce in the paint for Okafor, who goes up, count the bucket, and a foul against GU. Dejana closing in late, whistled for the personal foul, and will bring us to a timeout. 7:17 to play. 74-37 the score. Free throw coming for the Cougs after this timeout. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from their field.
Like drive. Day or night, Verbo Care is here 24/7 to help make every part of your stay seamless. If anything comes up, or you simply need a little guidance, support is ready whenever you reach out. From the moment you book to the moment you head home, we're here to help things run smoothly. Because a great trip starts with the right support. And hey, a good playlist doesn't hurt either.
Can I take your coat?
Oh, you noticed. Yeah, I found it on eBay from a seller in Vegas. Pre-loved and perfect. She listed it and jackpot. Italian leather, classic trench silhouette. And did you see the braided buckle?
Hang on to your claim ticket.
Oh, I'll hang on to this forever. Have you been on eBay? There's so many finds. And I bet that diving watch would sell fast. Just saying.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Booking.com has stays for absolutely anyone. Imagine you're a merman. You find a beach resort for your mer family with a plunge pool, a wave pool, and yoga. What? Mermen do yoga too. If a merman can find their perfect stay, anyone can. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
You won't see the engineer that slams the Nissan Rogue's door 13,920 times. Or the corrosive chamber that simulates 15 years of life in 5 months. Or the Rogue heat-baked for over 300 combined hours. What you will see is a vehicle that can take punch after punch and keep rolling. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. We put it through the worst, so you get its best. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like nuclear reactor safety expert.
I disabled the backup cooling system. It was making such an annoying noise. You heard it, right? It was like,
We're on the countdown to core failure.
And you're saying we don't want that?
This is a job for sponsored jobs.
This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Through February 28th, hand off your taxes to an expert for $150 all in if an Intuit TurboTax expert didn't file for you last year. Book an appointment at one of the TurboTax locations in the Chicago area. Find your local tax expert at turbotax.com/local.
Instagram teen accounts have automatic protections for what teens see and who can contact them, plus time management tools. And Instagram will continue adding built-in safety features to help create age-appropriate experiences. Learn more about teen accounts and Instagram's ongoing work to protect teens online at instagram.com/teen accounts.
Are you ready for spring? The Home Depot is kicking off the season with early savings on houseplants to refresh your space. Bring colorful spring blooms to your landscaping with easy-to-grow 5-inch orchids in decorative containers was $24.98, now $16.88. And keep your flowers happy all season with Vigoro Garden Soil 2 bags for $8. Get ready for spring with savings on houseplants that add life to your space only at the Home Depot. Product varies by store. See store for details.
Hi, I'm Frank. For years, I struggled with painful bumps under my chest. I went to so many doctors looking for answers. Finally, it was a dermatologist who knew it was hidradenitis suppurativa, HS. Then, I got Cosentyx.
Cosentyx secukinumab is prescribed for adults with moderate to severe hidradenitis suppurativa, HS. Don't use if allergic to Cosentyx. Get checked for TB before starting. Increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur, like TB or other serious bacterial, fungal, or viral infections. Some were fatal. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms like fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, had a vaccine or plan to, or if IBD symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions and severe eczema-like skin reactions may occur. Learn more at 1-844-COSENTYX or Cosentyx.com.
Talk to a dermatologist about Cosentyx.
With a detailed agent directory you won't find anywhere else, Homes.com is the only place to find the in-depth info home shoppers want. Very in-depth info. Looking for a listing agent's contact info? We've got it. The agent with the most sales in your price range? Easy. Specialized agents with all the up-to-date info on your dream neighborhood? We'll know them. A Pisces who enjoys long walks on the beach? You've got other sites for that. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Calls for a screen, gets from Dejana, picks up the dribble, had it poked away by Okafor, gets it back. Fogo going to drive on Favors this time, get underneath the basket, pass out for Nicente. Nicente penetrates, little push off, jumper from 12 is good.
Dribble, drive, middle, get the defender on his heels, pull up from about 12 feet, good move.
Zags doubled up the Cougars, 76-38. Nicente deflects the pass, steals it as he saves it to Dejana. Yet another Cougar turnover. St. Superior under heavy pressure from Rodriguez. Rodriguez played professionally over in Spain, granted 1 year of eligibility in college basketball. As the ball gets over to Grant Foster, Tyon misses the runner. Rodriguez comes out of the pack with it, gives it up right side. Favors beats everybody down the floor and lays it in. $76-40. St. Superior left side pass. It's Fogle. Screen from DeJana. That's another one. Splits a couple of gray shirts, finishes as he falls to the floor, and he'll head to the free throw line. Foul against Okafor, his third. Davis Fogle has 13 points. He'll look for number 14 at the line. Five minutes and 2 seconds left. Inocente St. Superi check out. Miller and Smith check back in. Davis Fogle continues to play well in the absence of Braden Huff. Has made the most of his playing time. A violation on DeJana before Fogle's free throw was made, so wave it off.
You know, we're up, what is that, 38? But
yeah.
You can't do that.
No.
Yeah, in the paint, man. I'm going to make my free. That's why I'd be telling him, don't even go for the rebound. I'm going to make the free throw. That's what Fogle's thinking. Like, literally, don't even go for the rebound. Just run backwards.
Glass turns the corner with a left-handed dribble. The Euro step, he finishes. 78-42. Fogle into the front court. Gives it up right side to Miller. Skips left side on the perimeter. Grant Foster back to Miller. Bounces on the baseline for Fogle. Fogle, skip pass. Left side, Grant Foster catches and fires. Comes up short. Rebound Smith. He's at the free throw line. Picks up his dribble. Had it poked away. And the Cougs come away with the basketball. Garrett's in the front court. Finds Favors, who scores it. 78-44 as we approach 4 minutes to play. Smith into the front court. Gives it up to Grant Foster. Looks down low for DeJana, who can't handle the pass right between his hands. And the Cougs come away with it. Another turnover on the Zags. But Washington State gives it right back. Fogle with the steal and the flush. Zags 80, Cougs 44. Davis has 15 points tonight. Second time he's had a steal and a dunk against Washington State. Wide open look at a three from the right side. Yalaho misses. DeJana had it poked away, and Miller has to chase down the loose ball. Fogle brings it across half court. Want to work on Favors. Little crossover, pull up from the baseline on the left side, uses the glass and scores. Fogle really feeling it here these last couple of possessions. 82-44 Zags. Glass fires a three over Smith from straight away. Back iron no good. Favors flies and grabs the rebound. Shot fake, put back, blocked by DeJana. But a whistle and a foul on GU. Final 3 minutes and 10 seconds from the kennel coming your way right after this. Zags lead at 82-44. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Anyone who works for themselves has the toughest boss on the planet, a real taskmaster with no respect for nights or weekends. Still, it doesn't have to be lonely at the top. Wheatland Bank makes running a business seamless with a careful mix of personal service, deep resources, and the latest tech. After all, you're only human. Unlike that bully whose name's on the door, your 5-star Wheatland Bank. Relationships you can count on.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Western National Insurance, we're passionate about the power of nice. That's because nice isn't just a word. It's our way of doing business. It's about surpassing expectations, bringing kindness and decency to our work, and providing a helping hand when you need it most. And we've been putting nice first for more than a century. Find out just how powerful nice can be. Contact your independent insurance agent today and ask for Western National.
With Progressive Customer Service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport. Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last two, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the middle circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
You're listening to Gonzaga basketball from Learfield.
Makes the pass, gets all the way to the rim and lays it in. A new season high.
Let's go back courtside. Once again, alongside two-time NBA champion Adam Morrison. Here's the voice of Gonzaga basketball, Tom Hudson.
Back to the kettle. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to play. The Bulldogs have dominated this game. They have never trailed. We had one tie early. Gonzaga's up for 36 minutes and 12 seconds. Look, Xfinity believes Gonzaga fans deserve a deal you can bank on. Xfinity's 5-year price guarantee. You get the most intelligent Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. No contracts, no pump fakes, just a fast break for your future self. Dejana, Grant Foster, Smith, Fogle, and Steele Venters on the floor for the Bulldogs. As Favors steps to the free throw line. Graham Ike, again, his 6th consecutive game of scoring 20 or more. 20 right on the button tonight. Another efficient game for the Bulldogs big man. 8 out of 10 from the field, made all 4 of his free throws.
23 minutes, perfect. Get him off the floor.
Mm-hmm. Favors makes them both. Our Coug team has been shooting the 3 so well. 4 out of 22 tonight. 20 turnovers as well to compound those shooting problems. Zags break pressure. Smith dribbles just inside a half court. Glass comes out to pressure. Dejana sets a screen. Braden dribbles to the left wing, looking for Dejana in the roll. Didn't see him. And now pass out to Grant Foster. 3 seconds shoot. Tyon drives, leans in, throws up an air ball. Cougs come away with it. Glass on the run. Gets all the way to the rim. Fires a pass out 1,000 miles an hour through the hands of Parker Garretts. And fastball out of bounds. Boy, there was some heat on that.
Did they start? It's close. Coming up, right? Baseball?
Yep. Yeah, Zags, where are we? Yeah, it might be this coming up weekend.
Yeah.
On their way to Hawaii to open things up.
A nice spot to go.
Yep.
Can I come with?
Yeah,
I call baseball games.
Yep, that'd be good.
Just a bit outside.
Fogle left wing trying to pass in the corner for Smith, and the pass is anticipated by Morton. He steals it easily. Morton the other way. Nice. The little Euro step, and the lefty finishes. He's played a couple of good games against the Zags. 16 down there, 15 here tonight.
And when I describe this, it's not a knock, but kind of an awkward game to him, but been efficient against us. So nice game, nice move.
Smith, right wing, kick out to Grant Foster. Tyon driving with the left hand, spins back to the right. He's fouled. Can't finish.
I think Morton's been to Morton's Steakhouse. And if so, what's his favorite? What's his favorite size?
It's a good call.
We haven't been to Morton's in a while.
No, we haven't. Maybe dial one of those up.
We need to dial one of those up.
Grant Foster, the free throw line to shoot 2.
Preferably with somebody from the school, so they just pull out that smooth Gonzaga Visa or whatever that thing is. It tastes much better when it's on the house, right?
Yep. Tyon missed the first free throw. Second one is on the way and good. So he goes 1 out of 2. .145 to play. Morton to the front court, refuses a screen, dribbles to the right wing, spins away from the pressure of Grant Foster. Out to Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt looking in the paint. He's got Garrett's the free throw line instead for Favors. Can't get up a 3 over Venters. Back out to Rodriguez. Drives and kicks. Garrett's for 3. It's good. 83-51. Smith, left sideline pass for Grant Foster. Up top, Dejana, short one for Fogle. Over to Venters on the left side, fakes the 3, dribbles to the baseline, pull-up jumper, won't go down. Steele just can't buy one here, leave it.
Want to go.
Morton into the front court with the dribble. Steps back, shoots a 3 over Fogle. Davis blocks it. Grant Foster comes away with it to Smith. Smith in the front court, alley-oop for Fogle. Fogle can't score it, but a late whistle. And I don't know if that ball's out of bounds, so it's going to turn over to the Cougs. Well, earn your bragging rights at Northern Quest with more slot machines, table games, restaurants, lounges, and luxury hotel rooms than anyone else in the region. Northern Quest, yes, the best. More at northernquest.com. Zags turn it over. Kennel Club starts
shuffling out.
All Gonzaga tonight. Bulldogs are led by as many as 39 in this one. Favors defended by Fogle. Pass out for Garretts. Garretts to the right wing. Bounced in the paint. Favors shot. It's going to be a goaltend. Grant Foster blocked it, but after it came off the glass. Gonzaga basketball is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Visit Toyota.com or your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. Shot clock is off. Braden Smith will bring it across half court where he's met by Morton. Morton pressures, and Coach Few is complaining to Morton right now, and he's going to have a word with David Riley. And Riley says, sorry, but a little frustration is Coach Few's in a situation right now where he doesn't want anybody to get hurt.
Yeah.
And a meaningless situation. It's all Zags tonight. They win it by 30, 83-53, the final score. Gonzaga never trails in completing the season sweep of Washington State. And the Bulldogs move to 12-1 in West Coast Conference play. They are 24-2 on the season. Gonzaga taking care of business here tonight as the Bulldogs now will focus their attention on the Santa Clara Broncos. Gonzaga 83, Washington State 53. Well, at First Interstate, it's about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you, member FDIC. Post-game coverage coming your way next. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Support Gonzaga basketball through NIL. Zags Collective is the leading NIL collective supporting Zags student athletes through name, image, and likeness. Zags Collective creates opportunities for student athletes to engage with the community and grow their brand. Plus, you get access to autograph sessions, exclusive events, and more. Become a member today. Go to ZagsNILCollective.com and get started.
Arby's has an enormous crispy fish sandwich that you can pair with another enormous crispy fish sandwich for $7. If you were looking to eat more fish this month, the search is over. Seriously, stop. No other restaurants are serving fish sandwiches. It's just us. No one else. If they are, they're not bigger. Don't quote us on that. Probably true, though. Arby's, we have the meats.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, during our President's Day sale, take 50% off our limited edition bed. Plus free premium delivery with any bed and base. Ends Monday. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
The game is over, but plenty more is still to come. Welcome to the Numerica Credit Union postgame show. Numerica Credit Union. Life moves. Live well. Federally insured by NCUA. Here's the voice of the Zags, Tom Hudson.
Tom Hudson, Adam Morrison with you here on the post-game show. Gonzaga leads by as many as 39 points. Easily takes care of Washington State. 83-53 was the final score. The Zags had an early 4-0 lead. Washington State would knock down a 3. Put back from Graham Ike. Put Gonzaga ahead 6-3. And then Ike would foul Morton shooting a 3-point shot. He made all of his free throws to tie things up at 6. Zags got a bucket from Ace Miller to go ahead 8-6 and would lead the rest of the way as Gonzaga was on top for some 39 minutes and 22 seconds. Zags got up to double figures at 23-13, and that lead just kept on growing. They got it up to 20 on a 3-point play from Davis Fogle. Had a couple of steals and dunks in tonight's game. Got the 3-point play on the one. He should have had a 3-point play on the other, but a lane violation. They wiped that one away. But the first one for Davis made it 40-19 with about 4 minutes and 5 seconds to play in the first half. The Bulldogs will take a 17-point lead into the locker room. In the second half, Gonzaga, a 27-point lead in the locker room at 48-21. And then in the second half, Mo, Gonzaga just kind of cruised, right? It was good at moments. It was sloppy at moments. But when you get ahead by as many as 39 with 7.5 to go, you don't want to see it, but you can expect it a little bit, just human nature, right? So just kind of cruised home and then picked up the win to stay on track for that showdown on Saturday in Santa Clara.
Yeah, big game coming up Saturday. Well, obviously, we'll talk about this one further, but there was cruise control in the second half. It was nice to get Graham Ike, who was player of the game, but only 23 minutes on the floor. We talked about that in the pregame. So pretty much perfect night for Gonzaga.
Gonzaga picks up the win. Again, 83-53, the final score after leading by 39 with 7.5 to play. The Bulldogs were at 74-35. Mo, I'm going to take a break. We've got some post-game reaction coming your way. But first, Luke Hallett standing by in our Learfield, North Carolina studios. He's got some highlights coming your way next. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
At Papa Murphy's, we hand make delicious pizza from scratch every day so that you can bake it to perfection in your oven. Chase. Every Monday, get any large stuffed pizza for only $16.99. That's over 4 pounds of pizza, fresh from your oven, enough to feed the whole family. Papa Murphy's Stuffed Mondays. They make great pizza so you can make the pizza great. Offer available in store only. Call ahead to order.
Living a healthy, happy life is built on a foundation of good habits, wholesome foods, plenty of sleep, regular exercise, and for women, a breast cancer risk assessment by age 25, and annual screening mammograms beginning at 40. Our convenient Spokane area locations make scheduling your mammogram easy. Schedule your exam today. Call 509-455-4455 or visit www.inlandimaging.com/appointments.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. The airport connects Zags fans and alums with over 60 daily departures to more than 20 nonstop destinations provided by 7 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
Dominant effort today by the Zags. They dominate Washington State to the tune of 83-53. Luke Hallett with you inside the Learfield Network studios to take a listen to how this one all unfolded in an impressive 30-point victory for the Bulldogs. We heard Huddy and Mo talk about it. It was already a gaudy halftime lead for Gonzaga, but still plenty of highlights in that first half. How about Graham Ike? Sterling performance from him, 20 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. He gets a massive dunk in that first half, stretching the Gonzaga lead to 10.
Pass out to Worley, flip over the top. It's caught by Ike. Makes the shot, goes up and hammers it home with one hand. Stairs, Favors down. There's the Bulldogs lead, goes to 21-11.
Excellent high-low action. Worley to Ike. Ike with the nice footwork inside.
Gonzaga pressing that lead out further. Davis Vogel, a solid performance as well today on 8 of 11 shooting. He has 17 points to go with 2 rebounds. Vogel getting the block as well as the dunk on the other end. Gonzaga making it a 33-15 game.
He picks up his dribble. Out to Favors. Straightaway 3. Rejected by Vogel. Ball is loose. Worley comes away with it. The Vogel ahead of the pack. Two-handed throwdown. Zags have their biggest lead of the game. Getting it done on defense and on offense. It's 33-15.
You saw the defense to offense. How about the all-offense? Hoop in the harm for Davis Vogel. It was a 20-point lead after Vogel at the old-fashioned three-point play.
His pass is stolen away by Vogel. Vogel with Hildebrand to beat, drives, lays it up, lays it in, and a foul against Washington State. The lead has grown to 20.
Washington State on the offensive side of their court cannot function.
And then that second half, when it was all Gonzaga, lead was boosted all the way past 30, making it a 78-40 game. Another and one for Davis Vogel. At the time, Gonzaga continuing to pile it on.
Splits a couple of gray shirts, finishes as he falls to the floor, and he'll head to the free throw line. Foul against Okafor, his third. Davis Vogel has 13 points. He'll look for number 14 at the line.
4 Zags in double figures today. You add it all up, 83-53. Gonzaga knocks off Washington State, improving to 24-2, 12-1. in the West Coast Conference with a landslide victory over their intrastate foe, and that sets up a big-time showdown with Santa Clara on 7:30 coming up on the 14th. Gonzaga wins by 30, 83-53. We step aside and our post-game coverage rolls on from the kennel in just a moment. This is Gonzaga basketball from Learfield.
Look, I'm not going to tell you you have to have a Camus Rewards card when you come to Northern Quest. You don't. You don't have to earn points on every dollar you spend here or enjoy prize entries, dining discounts, pre-sale concert tickets, and so on. Heck, you don't even have to receive free cash money for doing what you already do here. After all, free country, right? Camus Rewards for all the ways you play.
The season is heating up, and ICCU is proud to be a sponsor of Gonzaga University Athletics. From tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first game to March's biggest moments, we're cheering on the Zags and supporting fans every step of the way. With powerful digital tools, local service, and a commitment to community, ICCU is your financial partner on and off the court. ICCU, looking after your daily balance. Let's go, Zags!
Support Gonzaga basketball through NIL. Zags Collective is the leading NIL collective supporting Zags student athletes through name, image, and likeness. Zags Collective creates opportunities for student athletes to engage with the community and grow their brand. Plus, you get access to autograph sessions, exclusive events, and more. Become a member today. Go to ZagsNILCollective.com and get started.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. The airport connects Zags fans and alums with over 60 daily departures to more than 20 nonstop destinations provided by 7 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
And we're back on the post-game show. Zags win at 83-53. RJ Barsh out of the locker room to talk about the win. And RJ, what a great game for you guys tonight. You know, we talked a little bit about, you know, the big game against St. Mary's and Portland, maybe a little bit of a trap game. And then this time the other way around where you had one before, a big one coming up on Saturday. But my goodness, there was no looking ahead today. You guys came out and looked locked and loaded and really ready to go tonight.
You know, it was a big emphasis on the toughness stats, the hitting the coverages, and Graham hit his coverages to start the game, and I think that set the tone defensively for us because it put Ace Glass a little bit on his heels. He wasn't able to turn the corner right away. And once you see your big fella out there doing that at 35 feet, you know, that forces 21 turnovers because now they're playing a little bit in a different pace than they want to. That was big for us to do that. And then just to assert our will on the glass, like the toughness stats, hit your coverages, force turnovers, be in the gaps, go get the ball with 2 hands, and then demand the ball on the glass.
And Mo and I talked about extensively, kind of broke down all the numbers from, you know, when Braden was playing and now since Braden's been gone and coach has been talking. I know you guys have been emphasizing that we've got to become a defensive team. We've got to hang our hats on that. And it looked like there was really buy-in today. And I think you see the potential of this group flying around like that tonight.
Yeah, there was a lot of buy-in and ownership in the plan. Like guys really understood what players were shooting the ball, what guy was going to go one dribble left, what guy was going to shot fake and dribble left, what guy was going to try to dribble around the ball screen. So it was a paying attention to detail. The guys grew up in a major way in the last 2 days in that aspect of the game.
Hey, Graham, you talked about his defense. I just want to touch on his offense here for a second. He gets to 20 points again tonight. That's 6 straight 20-point games. He had 7 straight last year, if I remember correctly, to tie Mo. He's got 6 straight 20-point games. I mean, what a luxury to have in a situation where you lose a guy who can score it as well as Braden can, and for Graham to be able to produce the high level he's producing.
And he's getting shots on his terms. What Coach Few likes to always say is make sure you get shots on your terms and don't start forcing things. He's letting it come to him. You know, he's taking some of those middies that, you know, we probably didn't take earlier in the year because if he's in the post, he's probably getting a double and he's knocking those shots down. I think when they go watch film the last couple of games, they see him hitting that 3. Now he's stretched him out a little bit. So he's just playing, letting the game come to him. And our guys have made an emphasis. We know he needs to see the ball and see it often.
Hey, we've talked about Davis. He has gotten a lot of attention this year with some of those flashy games early on, at ends of contests. The growth that he's shown. I mean, I think he's maybe the one guy that, with Braden's absence, we've seen his game really start to come together, both offensively and defensively. I know it's still a work in progress, but we're starting to see some toughness stuff, I think, out of him too.
Yeah, there's that deal you call the care factor, and his care factor is very, very high. He's always trying to make extra effort, and so he covers up some of his mistakes with his athleticism, and that's why you recruit guys like that, right? He's got a high motor. He's a willing listener, and the clock's winding down, the ball's in his hand. You know what he's going to do with it.
Yeah.
If the clock's not winding down,
right.
The ball's in his hand. You know what he's going to do.
Pretty good idea. It was nice to see him get going tonight. And I tell you what, too, RJ, I know you guys have been trying and poking and prodding, and Ace has had some games here where you felt like I thought a couple of them he got going early, but then it just didn't continue. I thought he had some good sustained minutes for you tonight, which was nice to see.
Yes, he came out and it was assertive in transition, putting the ball into the guy's chest and trying to get to the rim, get something out of it. Took the threes when he had an opportunity to take them, and like I said, hit his coverages defensively. But he's got to stay being a sniper and hunting those shots, and then that's how we're also able to get those post entries, is because guys will go running at Ace, and now you can throw the ball inside.
Well, it's a heck of a game here. I mean, my gosh, you lose to Portland, and it's, the sky is falling and the world is ending, and then you win by 20 on the road, and then you come here, and, I mean, this is a team, right? I mean, I think they had made – what the heck? I've got it written down somewhere in my chicken scratch. I mean, they had made, over 50% of their threes their last three. Yeah, I mean, they've been phenomenal. To hold them to what you did, what did that final number end up being? 5 out of 24. Just huge for a team that had been shooting so well.
The sky did fall at Portland, and we picked the sky back up, right? Because you have to take that opportunity to mature, and you got to look yourself in the mirror. And guys understood that. Okay, did I pay attention to every single thing in that film session? Am I talking in the huddles? Am I hitting my rotations? Am I closing out to make a miss or just close it out? Like, all those little things matter on a whole different level after that night.
And you did it, and you put yourselves in position. That's going to be a big one on Saturday. Levy Center can be kind of nuts. I mean, it gets going in there, and you got to imagine with first place on the line, it's going to be a special game on Saturday night with an opportunity to take over first place all alone against a pretty darn good Bronco team.
We're the Zags, and we're built for the moment.
It's going to be fun. RJ, thanks. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
That's RJ Barsh talking about the Bulldogs win here, looking ahead to Santa Clara on Saturday night. The Bulldogs 24-2, 12-1 in West Coast Conference play. We'll break down some final stats next. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from their field.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
We care about your safety. If you need to break ground on a new outdoor project, be aware that buried electric and natural gas lines can be anywhere. It's the law to call 811 at least 2 business days before you dig. Spray paint white lines showing your dig zone, and a crew will mark the utility lines. Mark accuracy zone is within 2 feet of the mark, so always hand dig to expose the line first. Call 811 before you dig. The service is free for residential customers. Avista, we just want you to be safe.
Look, I'm not going to tell you you have to have a Camus Rewards card when you come to Northern Quest. You don't. You don't have to earn points on every dollar you spend here or enjoy prize entries, dining discounts, pre-sale concert tickets, and so on. Heck, you don't even have to receive free cash money for doing what you already do here. After all, free country, right? Camus Rewards for all the ways you play.
Marsh McLennan Agency is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Sports. When it comes to insurance, how hard does your team really work for you? At Marsh McLennan Agency, we do the shopping for the right insurance carrier, ensuring you get the right coverage tailored to your needs. Our local experts are dedicated to providing personalized service backed by the resources of Marsh, the global leader in insurance. Visit MMANorthwest.com and get started on finding a better insurance coverage for you. Go Zags!
Gonzaga basketball is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Visit Toyota.com or your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. Zags win by 30, 83-53. Ace Miller out of the locker room to talk about it. And Ace, it's wonderful to see you, my man.
Thank you. How you doing?
Great to see you. I'm good. How are you doing? Got to be feeling good tonight coming out. You were aggressive and then got some stuff going early.
Yeah, just tried to cut loose a little bit. And just tried to go out there, just playing rhythm. Like I have a rhythm going. Not think about if I'm in rhythm or not in rhythm, and just go out there and play and have fun with my teammates. And I think I played my best basketball like that. Mm-hmm. So that's what I tried to do, and it was pretty good.
It looked like a lot of fun tonight. You guys were dialed in. I mean, that was dominating. Coach has been talking to us about it. I've just been beating you guys with it. It's like this is a defensive team now, right? You guys have to play well on the defensive end and get some, defense to offense kind of stuff. What you guys have rolling tonight? I mean, you completely shut down a team that's been shooting really, really well.
Completely dialed in on the defensive end. The steal number looks really, really good. We turned the ball over more than we wanted to. But we were just hitting on all cylinders, I feel like, in the first half. And it wasn't like they kind of, even though we were playing a good defense, they were finding ways to kind of keep up. We had an 8-point lead. But how it was going, I was like, man, when we play like this, it usually feels like we're up 15 at this point. But the first half was pretty good. I wish we could have kept kind of that same pace on offense in the second half, but kudos to them. They kind of played a little bit better and, played with a little bit more pride.
You guys held them to 5 out of 24 shooting threes. I mean, that's a team that's been making, they made 50% or whatever from behind the line. They're guys that have been making them really struggle. So obviously that was a huge emphasis for you guys tonight.
Yeah. Threes. We know they love to do it. Even when they throw the ball in the post, they're looking out. And that's one thing we've emphasized. Like when we get the ball to G, it's like, hey, we know we're open on the 3-point line, but it's like if you make a quick move, you can still get to your shot, and then that'll get us even better shots. And we kind of cut off of that and took away their threes and, just kind of dirtied up the game and got out in transition. And the steals was just really, really good. Converted in the half court, and we converted in transition, especially in the first half.
Ace, this is your first year here. I'm curious to get your feeling on the Portland game. We lose there, and my goodness, it was like the world was coming to an end. Mm-hmm. What was it like for you to be in that situation? It was like, oh my gosh, this feels like it is, right? I mean, everybody's raining down, and oh my gosh, Gonzaga's this and Gonzaga's that. And then if you guys to be able to get back on track the way you have these last two.
When it was happening, it wasn't a good feeling. No. It was kind of they were running offense with so much pace. They were bullying us down low with our switches. The first team to really do that and kind of just really punched us dead in our mouth. After the game, with some clarity, second loss of the season, kind of in my head, I'm like, okay, we lost maybe our best game, and everybody picked us to win that game, even though they played hard. So technically kind of one of a game that we thought we were going to win. So, we only got 2 losses. We still got a couple more games in this regular season, can still close it out, still try to get a WCC regular season championship. So just got to move on. The roof is on fire, better now than March. Mm-hmm. And just trying to go forward. It's been hard without B Huff. It's been different, but we've answered the call on many levels. So just trying to keep doing this thing with my teammates. And, we're going to figure it out, and we're going to do it together and with our coaches.
Hey, my last question for you, it's got to be exciting now. You guys took care of business. You're going down, and Levy Center is going to be crazy, man. First place is going to be on the line. We've got this opportunity to play for first place. And like you said, talk about being in a big-time game in February. I imagine you're licking your chops and looking forward to that opportunity.
Oh, yeah, for sure. To me, just business as usual. But that's one thing me and my team does a good job of doing. We take every day as what it is. Shout out to TK. And each new day is not just another day. It's a chance. It's an opportunity. And shout out to Coach Barsh as well. Even before today, right before the game, he's telling me, we had a conversation in practice, but he's telling me, like, today, right now, we were kind of talking about, like, how things happen and, moments go away. And he's like, take care of the moment now. And we've done a really good job of that since the summer. Mm-hmm. And, in the midst of the fire, you don't really get to think about that. And time is flew. And I'm just proud of my team and just ready to go down and keep winning days. Mm-hmm. Not games, but days.
All right. Hey, Ace, thanks for coming out. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's Adam Miller. Zags win by 30. 83-53 is the final score as Gonzaga moves to 24-2 on the season. The Bulldogs still with just one loss in West Coast Conference play. We're going to take a quick break. We'll take a look at those stats coming up after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
The Booking.com has stays for absolutely anyone. For instance, imagine you're a family of interstellar beings traveling to expand your horizons. You find a hotel with out-of-this-world balcony views. Seeing is believing. There's room service so your kids can sample the planet's culinary data. It even has Earth's most sophisticated technology, the Slipper. So cozy. If curious aliens can find their perfect stay, anyone can. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com,
Yeah! Hey, babe, I pulled up the McAllister's Deli app. What are you thinking? Good call. McAllister's Club might hit the spot. Oh, yeah. Chicken tortilla soup. Forgot about that. Oh, Savannah chopped salad. Well, now I'm stuck. What are we going to do?
How about we just do choose two? Mix and match our favorite items.
I do like the sound of that.
With so much variety at McAllister's, choose two might just be for you. McAllister's Deli. Click on the banner to learn more.
It's hard not to add a side of hot, crispy hash browns to your favorite McDonald's breakfast. It's even harder not to eat said hash browns before you get home. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay, things people love.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like an estate planner.
Per the contents of the will, all assets go to, what does that say? Ragutataya Yaminayat. Yeah, I don't know. I was in a weird place when I wrote this.
This is the job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Eczema's unrelenting itch and rash. If you know the feeling, you should know the facts. The eczema medication you're taking may not be right for you. Visit myrawtruth.com and talk to your dermatologist about your symptoms and treatment options.
A KFC tale in the pursuit of flavor. The Colonel made his $10 Tuesday bucket so full with 8 pieces of juicy, crispy chicken or tenders that it might just last you till Wednesday. If you've got that kind of self-control. I mean, some people want leftovers. Others are more into right nowers. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. $10, 8 pieces, one big deal with KFC $10 Tuesdays.
Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Are you ready for spring? The Home Depot is kicking off the season with early savings on houseplants to refresh your space. Bring colorful spring blooms to your landscaping with easy-to-grow 5-inch orchids in decorative containers was $24.98, now $16.88. And keep your flowers happy all season with Vigoro Garden Soil 2 bags for $8. Get ready for spring with savings on houseplants that add life to your space only at the Home Depot. Product varies by store. See store for details.
Hey all, I'm Jamie Lynn Sigler, a mom, actor, and advocate. I know how overwhelming it can be trying to decide which treatment is right for you. I've been there. But you should know you're not alone. You can do this. Start with some research, talk to the community, and most importantly, don't be afraid to ask your doctor questions. You might